today. Piss.
His.
Oh.
Tiger says you're muted.
Yeah, there's no sound.
Well, it's a good thing no one heard you definitely misgender Ayumu.
And Liger is very loud, apparently.
Have you?
Oh, I mean, that's normal.
In typical
luckily-
fashion, Detdet killed the only trans character.
And then misgendered him.
And then misgendered him.
Well, then no one heard him being transphobic there, so that works.
Well, we just called him out because as real allies, we call that shit out.
Whoa, did you just do it again?
You motherfucker! Son of a
Dettet,
bitch!
you can't say that. Are you still muted?
God, no! I'm live. You fucking assholes! God damn it! Welcome back to another session of Detdet and Dragons, where I definitely didn't misgender Ayumu in the opening thing. Unfortunately, due to the fact that Ricochet Ray, noted lesbian and good friend of mine, is playing a trans character, a trans man, there will be a couple flubs here and there. Please, I'd ask for a little grace.
Wow, that's so weird, because when you're playing Estrella, I was on that.
You were on that shit.
That's because Ray's better than Dettet.
It's because you're better than me. What the fuck do you want me to say? This is the first campaign that I've ever, DM'd. Fuck you.
Dettet's back hurts because he's carrying the weight of his sins.
And also because I shoveled an entire street worth of snow because I'm a good person and I'm a credit to my community.
Yeah, sure you did.
I did.
The fact that you keep bragging about it just to get brownie points, kind of takes away the
I didn't even bring it up! Everyone else brought up my back! God damn it, what a fucking opener.
I love you, Dettet. You're my best friend, dude.
Thank you, Liger. I really appreciate it, my man. For fuck's sake.
Is my audio still really loud?
Ray! Ray, you swap back! You swap your fucking reacting back right now, goddammit! Son of a bitch! Where the fuck did that even come from? I've never seen that shit before! What the hell? How long have you fucking had that shit? What the fuck?
Ray, you used that before me, goddammit.
Oh, God! Oh, no! Oh, what a fucking disaster! Anyways, last fucking session, we learned about the fucking Ayumu's a ghost. Ayumu's possessing his own body. Fuck! God damn it!
Put another one on the misgender counter.
Fuck you guys. Introductions.
Stop.
Barry, go. Barry, introduce yourself.
Dettet, do you need to take a deep breath?
I need therapy.
Too bad. This is what you got.
So, how are you feeling today?
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this on camera. What are you fucking... What the fuck?
And how does that make you feel?
I feel bad. I feel really bad.
I'm Barry, and I'll be playing the magical girl barbarian, Constance Connie Young.
I thought for a second you were going to say
I'll
I'll
be
be...
a very bad time, but hopefully it's getting a little better.
Barry, I thought for a split second you were going to say, and I'll be playing Dettet's therapist today, and I thought I was about to crash the fuck out.
I'm torn between wishing I had thought of doing that, but also glad I didn't for your sake.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Liger, go ahead.
Hello, I am Dettet's therapist.
Fuck.
Dr. Chirimothy.
I'm people are gonna die.
Yeah,
No.
I already did.
More people.
Tsuyuki Saito, sovereign of the Night Realm, and generally feels bad kind of guy. You know.
It's rough out here for him.
Kind of hates himself right now. His friend's dead. He caused him to die. You know.
I mean, only the body.
That's also sucks. That generally kind of also sucks.
Yeah, but it doesn't suck as bad as it could.
It could always be worse.
It could always be worse.
I'm going to hell forever, no matter what.
and this time, not even because of the doll. All right, hear me. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Hirami. I am playing Christopher Wataru Chihara, or CWC for short, and I am the main character. My character has never done anything wrong and wins every day.
You're not even wrong. That's not a lie.
How does he come in with "my name is CWC" and somehow he's the most like hinged of all the introductions?
It really is fucked up.
It used to be you, but
because
then you
of the
ruined it.
alternative dimensions, you know, this is the one that wins.
This is what if CWC wins? What if he just won all the time? Dizzy, please go ahead.
Hi, my name is Dizzy. I'm playing Junko Ino. I mean Junko Nakamura. And Detdet, have you considered amphetamines?
I mean, I'm on ADHD medications. I am technically on amphetamines right now.
Oh shit, I'm almost out.
yeah, it's a problem. You should get that filled.
No
I
drugs.
should play more.
Yeah.
I gotta find my guy.
It's hearing
That's
me.
me.
It's hearing me. He hasn't played Schedule 1 in a while.
Actually, I've been playing it lately.
Ray, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Ray, and I am better than Detdet. You heard it here live. You can find me at Ricochet_Ray. And also, I'm playing Ayumu, former alive person, no longer.
I mean, the important part of you is alive.
That's wow.
Why does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening?
Sissy, why do you have me as a reactive like already?
I don't know. Why do you have me as a reactive?
That's see, Dizzy. I am Dizzy's OC, even if I'm not Hirami's OC.
This is fucked up. This is so fucked up. Anyways, we left off with the revelation that while Ayumu was seeking comfort from his roommate Hinata, he came to the conclusion, using a sort of spectral sight that he had been kind of gifted via his new circumstances, to determine that something in Hinata's computer is draining the essence or draining something from Hinata's aura. This on the heels of a bunch of revelations about Ayumu's nature now as an Ikiryo, whose body has since been deceased while his spirit was still alive. On top of like a very relatively traumatic experience down in the subways, was the capstone to a no good, very bad, quite unfortunate day for the young crime boy. We pick up now. Ayumu, you've just seen Hinata's essence start to bleed into the computer. What's your reaction to that?
Do camera phones exist back then?
No. I don't think so. I'm like 99% sure.
Yeah, I
It'd
didn't
be
think
really
that it was.
expensive and not good.
Yeah, no way this crime boy has got enough money for that.
No.
I am just going to take note of that, and I will be conferring with Akko later.
Hinata goes ahead and he starts putting on some music, and he starts just like he's just basically rambling. Like he's going on about stuff that you don't care about. He knows you don't care about, but it's something to fill the silence. And she's talking about like sound chips and like sound blasters, whatever the fuck those are. It's a bunch of nerd shit, and you don't really go in for nerd shit, but it is.
Yeah.
it is sort of comforting. I think you feel it's like it's a sense of normality in a time where you could really use some of that.
Yeah, these kind of conversations are pretty normal. But normally IMO is just nodding along and saying, "Yep, uh-huh." But this time he actually does throw in some like questions, some statements. They're not really much of anything, but at least he is paying attention.
Okay,
But at
I'm gonna roll something here really quick for Hinata.
Mhm.
Hinata is just going to keep going on. He does not seem to realize that, like obviously he realizes that like you're kind of fucked up, like worse than usual because you're covered in blood and you're doing all this, but like
Mhm.
not. He doesn't seem to notice that you're asking like actual questions instead of going like, yeah, cool, that's neat.
Yeah. Um, and I'm still listening, but I will also pull out my phone and I am going to send an email to Saburo Kaposhi, essentially saying, I'm very sorry for how long it's taken to get in touch. There's been a lot going on. If you'd still be interested in taking me on to Kaposhi, I'd be very interested. And then I will send a very less formal email to Mutoshige saying, we need to talk. It's important. And then I will go back to listening to Hinata.
You feel within the minute, you feel your phone buzz, and a reply email from Saburo replies, "Excellent. We'll send a car around for you in the morning."
Oh, that's fast. I didn't think it was gonna be that fast.
So he's been waiting, dude.
Dun dun dun.
I know, but I
You're
didn't
a
think
very
he was
special
gonna be up
boy.
at 3 a.m. or whatever.
It's late. It's very late. But like he's a crime boss, and a lot of crime happens at night.
Yeah,
You
that's
think
fair.
he's checking his own emails? No, he's got a guy for that.
He's
That's true, you're right.
like he's obviously got like some kind of secretary, or maybe he does do all of his own emails. You don't know. That guy's weird. That guy,
The secretary's like, "Hey, I replied," and he just shoves her out of the chair and writes the
It's
response
like-
himself.
hey, we got a car. We got a car available tomorrow morning. All right, go pick up the kid. All right. You as like the evening rolls down, Hinata starts like kind of nodding off like halfway, like I want to say like about an hour later. Like it's already late, and he was clearly like he had already clearly lost track of time. And you think that if like he had been kind of made aware of his surroundings, he probably would have ended up just going to sleep immediately. But he tried to stay up to like spend a little bit of time with you because clearly you needed it. Are you going to clean up a little bit before you go to bed, or are you just going to flop down in a bed covered in blood?
Well, first of all, I'm going to help Hinata into bed. Then I'm gonna go unplug that computer because f that. I imagine he is going to take some time to clean up and just spend a little bit of time by himself.
As you you kind of like start cleaning yourself off, and you've noticed that like a lot of your wounds that you kind of sustain, like you notice this in the moment, like the worst of your injuries because you got healed earlier, like kind of knitted themselves up. But you notice that like as like your as your body sort of like as you're cleaning yourself off and as you're washing the blood away, you notice that a lot of the nicks and scratches that you've had, and in some ways, like a lot of the injuries that you sustained earlier tonight that were like a little less healed, like stuff that had like half scabbed over or something like that. As you wash it off, you notice that some of those scabs are coming loose, and like you see like kind of perfectly unmarred flesh beneath it. So clearly, whatever's going on with you has not impacted your ability to heal yourself, or like in fact, it may have actually turbocharged it. What this means for you, you don't know, but you kind of make a mental note of that.
That's good. It means my body is not decaying, which was a big problem I was worried about.
Well, to the best of your knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. I imagine that after he's able to clean up, he's gonna do his best to sleep. But boy, is that hard.
As you sort of start to like fall asleep, you feel that like that feeling of distance you have with your body increases as you start to drift off, and that like And like the last thought you have before you completely drift off and fall asleep is that if like the odd thought that if someone were to come across your body right now, they would probably think that you were dead. And then you fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
No more naps in public spaces, basically.
Yeah, Ayamu, no napper.
Yes, no napper, no layabout and like sleepyhead. Ayumu Mizono. How is everyone else doing? Tsuyoshi, I know we talked about like how you had come across your aunt, like kind of falling asleep, waiting up for you at the table.
I just sort of give her a nudge to let her know that I'm home, but otherwise don't really say much of a word. Otherwise, just be like, "Hey, I'm home," and then I just go crash immediately because there's not a lot. He doesn't have the energy.
Mm-hmm.
He died. He was very close to death.
Oh yeah, he died. He died. He died.
Well, for a moment, he was entwined with a to be certain dead soul. He experienced
dead
the
soul?
small death. He experienced the closeness to hell.
Entwined.
Incredible. Yumi looks up and kind of like mutters a little bit as like she kind of glances at the clock, and you can tell she's about to start like hassling you about stuff. Like she's about to like start going off about like where the hell were you? Like you know what time it is? And then she just like notices that you're just completely dead. And that she's honestly not doing all that much better, and she kind of shrugs and just goes back to her room after turning off the lights and like the TV and whatnot. There's probably going to be a conversation waiting for you later, but as of right now, you're too tired to care too much about that, I think. How is everyone else doing? Chris, I remember you said that you had wandered off quite a bit earlier before everyone else, during the conversation. What have you been up to?
Like just tonight?
Yeah. Just what have you been up to since you like left early?
Chris actually went straight home, and he's going to commune, or see if he can figure out how to commune with the Chris's of the multiverse. Somebody's got to have an answer.
So you hear checks as you start to do this. He's like, "Kid, you do realize that I'm also like another version of you, right? Like you realize that I am like you've been talking with all the other Chris's for quite some time. Like we're right here. You got a question?
I didn't realize you were all of them and all of them at once.
Yeah, you're all your favorite characters, and all your favorite characters are you. That was like the whole like. You gave a speech.
I thought I was simply speaking with Chex himself.
Well, I mean, you are. I'm Chex. That's my name. But like, I'm also. Listen, kid. I think we might have gotten off on the wrong foot here. What is it? What can we do for you? What are you looking for?
My very good friend is cursed to hell, holding a burden he has shouldered since childhood, and I must find a way to save his soul. Before the dimensional merge, perhaps he will be pulled to hell during it, and I must find a way to keep that from happening. Because I can save everyone.
Mm-hmm. Well, if anyone could do it, kid. Let me go ahead and ask the guys in the back real quick. And then you can like sort of mentally like this like mental sensation that you can only describe as like Chex turning around and shouting to like a large conference hall full of like alternate Chris's, going like, "Hey, anyone got any soul shenanigans? Anyone we got any fucking experts back here?"
Chris is really enjoying this because he imagines it as the Council of Chris's.
And actually, if you would like to, I'm going to ask you to roll an Arcana check or a religion check. And
Okay,
I
I
do
just
want to.
pulled out my dice because I realized I forgot about them. So.
It's all good. And I do want to remind you. And I do want to remind you of your background feature, the one that allows you to like, what is it? Gain. You have that background feat that allows you to like roll a check with advantage, like once per day or something like that.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about it. Yeah, I have it written down right there.
Yeah.
Just keep coming up, Chris.
He hasn't needed it. He's been doing
He really hasn't. It's kind of crazy.
So you said Arcana or Religion?
Whichever one you prefer.
All right, I'm gonna do Arcana, and I'm gonna make it the proficient. Well, should
Proficient?
I get advantage or proficiency? Proficiency gives me another +2, but
Proficiency, yeah, it should be +2 at this level. I think the statistical average of advantage ends up rolling out to like a. I think it ends up being equivalent to like a +3 or +4.
You know what? Because a lot of times when I have advantage, I'll roll like a 4 and a 6.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do proficiency, so I get +4 instead.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. 16.
With a 16, you hear a couple voices come up from the back saying, like, "Has he looked into Jesus Christ, everyone's personal Lord and Savior?" And like he gets shouted down pretty quickly, just like
Somebody get that guy out of here.
yeah, like you hear like a door open in the back of your brain, and like and suddenly there's like one less voice.
We can get his help if we need to talk
and
to
then
him.
you see like what looks like a version of yourself, but with like really swirly glasses and like a slightly bigger nose and like a bushy mustache going up. It's like, well, actually, if the boy's soul is bound to hell, theoretically, we all technically share a soul based on like the fact that we're alternate versions of each other. Could be that you could just search during the dimensional merge. If you find like an evil Tsuyoshi out there, could be that you just swap the contract over to that soul, send that to hell, and that might just do it.
The old bait and switch.
It's like you hear another voice come up, like, that plan's kind of fucked up, man. And he's like, well, I never claimed to be the good version of Chris.
Evil Tsuyoshi be like, I'm not special. I'm normal.
Evil Tsuyoshi be like, I'm the Emperor of Light. I'm the Holy Paladin.
I'm personally fulfilled.
I mean, do you want
I have
Liger
no
to
desire
be
for
playing
power.
Do you want Liger to be playing a paladin? No, kill him.
Oh god, you're right.
Play a paladin.
What do you mean?
Oh wait, no, that wasn't him. Never mind.
I'm a really
Anyways.
good paladin.
But yeah, that's what you got. As far as you're aware, that sounds like a pretty decent plan. You just got to figure out the mechanics of it, and you got to find a Chris that you.
He still intends to research like occult stuff and everything, like to gain as much knowledge as possible. But for now, that's a good plan to have on a back burner. That's an iron in the fire.
How Barry, Dizzy, Connie, Junko, how are you guys doing with everything? I know you guys are always doing super great. How does it feel to have someone else be going through the trauma ringer for once?
Bad. It's bad all around.
There's just nothing good happening in this girl's life. Not even bad things happening to other people.
Doesn't know how.
So you guys are once again just having an awkward conversation as Connie is princess carrying Junko back to the apartment.
I forgot that's what she was doing. Bless her.
Yeah, I did pick her up.
Yeah, I didn't forget that shit.
The entire way.
She carried. She fucking dashed with your ass out the building and then ran through the middle of the middle of Kabukicho. What the fuck are you talking about all the way home?
That was months ago.
It was a big moment. You were talking about that one for a while.
Yeah, you keep talking about
I do like that moment.
Well,
It's pretty funny.
the morning comes around, and we already know what a Yumu is doing. Or at least I certainly hope I know what a Yumu is doing. Otherwise, I'm fucked. What does everyone else want to do with their morning, with their afternoon? Like you still have, you could go and check out the a couple of the other like locations of like suicides, even though that first one probably didn't go quite as well as you would have hoped. You could look into some of the other like clues that the Oni had mentioned, the various like ways that like maybe researching like ways the dimensional merge could have looked over it. Maybe trying to find some CCTV footage of like the other crime scenes and then not destroying them. That would be great if you didn't accidentally destroy some of the CCTV footage. Ayumu, have you let them know about what Hinata's situation is yet? Have you like kind of hit the group chat with that?
Yeah, actually, that sounds like a good idea. I'm going to let them know that I saw something weird happening with Hinata's computer and exactly what it was I saw. So at least that way they could be wary of computers.
What do you... Did you happen to catch what site he was on at the time?
I would text back like some kind of forum. I didn't see what it was, but even if I did, I don't think that I would remember that specifically.
Well, not to worry. Looking through forums for supernatural occurrences is a hobby of mine.
Yeah, there you go. So I'm guessing, Tsuyoshi, you want to be looking into that?
I guess so.
Chris, you're also a computer boy. Would you like to join Tsuyoshi in like combing through forums, or is there something else you had in mind?
Nah, we can do that.
All
I mean,
right.
that's gonna be part of it. Anyway, let's be real.
Junko, Connie, how do you feel about digging
lives on
through
forums.
digging through forums? Does that sound like something that you guys would be into, or you want to look for something
Connie
else?
is more likely to head out to try and investigate another one of the sites, the unusual sites that
Okay.
Akko and her dad asked us to investigate.
Okay.
Didn't Tanaka ask you to come to the temple today?
I think he said
There-
in general
or-
whenever.
Just whenever,
Oh,
whenever
might be
whenever she's got a chance. I mean, if you want to do that, you can absolutely do that. I'm just looking for scenes to run to like cut back and forth between while we're doing a Yumu stuff because that's on the agenda, and that's obviously not in everyone's scene. So I want to try to get everyone some stuff.
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay. Connie will
Sorry.
head to the temple.
Gotcha. And Junko, I'm assuming you're joining Connie.
Learn more about.
I mean,
Shintoism.
sorry for interrupting. You don't have to do that.
Well,
No, it's fine.
It,
I
it's just-
forgot.
oh no, how'd you remembered the Pocahontas stuff though? I don't understand.
I remember what's important.
Oh no, Disney.
She's so right.
She goes to Disneyland.
She goes to
Connie
Disneyland
goes
to
to
investigate
Disney
Shintoism.
World. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you're right. All right. So, go ahead, Ayumu. As you wake up, as you step out of your apartment, you notice Hinata also kind of joins you. Like he's heading off to his shift. He was gonna be doing some stalking and like a little bit of prep work over at the bar. And as you two get out there, you see that there's like a dark tinted like foreign luxury car kind of sitting at the end of like the alley where your guys kind of emerge from whenever you're getting in and out of your apartment. And like you guys kind of like glance over at each other. Hinata like looks at you and just like, is this related at all to like what happened last night? Should we run? What's going on? What's the play here?
I love how Hinata doesn't ask any questions. It is very much appreciated. Ayamu is just going to like start rubbing his temple because he was like, "Oh, I really didn't want to do this in front of Hinata," and he goes, "No, this is not related, but it's not bad either."
Um. Okay. Well, be safe. Don't. He stops for a second. He's like, don't get into a fight. Don't get into trouble. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. All things that he knows are just like that useless. Don't die.
Oh. I'm just gonna click my fingers at him and like shoot. I don't know. That's about it. Just like
Does the
shoot my
shoot
fingers
him,
at him. Like
shoot him
I
the
say
finger guns?
nothing.
It's
Yeah,
just
I
like,
do the finger guns with the deadest expression on my face.
he not like starts laughing a lot. He's like, "All right, you take care." And then he like goes off and he like kind of like skirts around the car on his way out. And you make your way. As you start to like walk towards the car, you notice the rear door opens, and you see Motoshige in the back seat.
Oh boy. Oh no. I didn't want to talk to him in front of Saburo. Oh no. Ayamu like clearly looks a little bit uncomfortable about seeing Mutoshige there, but when does he not? And he's just going to duck his head and just saddle in and try to take up as least amount of space as he possibly can.
Now you do notice that there is like sort of like a chauffeur window where like the like the front of the car is sort of like blacked off. It's like dark tinted glass, and Motoshige is the only other person in the car.
Okay, good. Okay. I was afraid Saburo
No.
was in there.
Listen, Saburo likes you. I don't know if Saburo's gonna like drop everything the next morning to come. Hey, I'd like to personally welcome you to my criminal organization.
Don't know. Saburo's just weird enough that he would.
He should. I was debating it. It was kind of a coin flip for a little bit. So you made your decision then?
I just nod. Is this glass soundproof?
He. You know what? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna roll something.
Are you gonna start screaming?
No.
He like Motoshige kind of like looks at you, kind of like looking at the glass. Don't worry about it. The driver's sworn to secrecy. The glass is sound. The tint is dark enough that he can't really make out what's happening back here. It's soundproof. Whatever you need to say stays between us. You said you wanted to talk last night.
I'm going to nod, and I'm going to reach into my backpack, and I'm going to toss him what is essentially like a small juice box, but it is of sake.
Oh, like one of those little like shitty convenience store sake like boxes.
100%, yes.
The Four Loko.
the Japanese equivalent of a Four Loko, yeah.
Yes.
Give me 1 second here. He kind of like looks at it, and like there's like a level of like, there's like a momentary disdain, like you've just like dragged like some kind of like something like dirty from outside into here, and then he's like, he looks back up at you. So normally when you share a drink with your new boss, it's normally a little bit better than dollar store bottom of the barrel hobo liquor.
That's not necessarily a drink with my boss. My father served sake at his funeral, so I thought I should do the same, and that was all I could afford.
He like glances back and forth, is like, what, you're not seriously saying you're making a play right now?
I'm going to just kind of sigh, and I'm going to hold my wrist out to Mutoshige, take his hand and put it on, like, the veins there, and wait for a second until he feels there is nothing there.
There's, like, a moment where he starts, like, he's still confused. It's like, what the hell do you think you're doing, kid? And he like pauses for a moment, and he like grabs your hand and like readjusts his grip so that he more firmly like has can read your pulse. And he starts like moving his fingers up and down your arm a little bit, like he's moving them side to side. He's clearly thinking he's just missing a pulse. He's just like, Ayumu, what the fuck did you get yourself into?
Well, we ended up fighting some Oni last night. Didn't go exactly as planned, and I gestured to myself.
He like raises an eyebrow. Oni, none of our people got in any. Wait.
Enma's.
There's like a pause. She's like, he like kind of like. There's like a momentary like. He goes rigid for a second, and then he like. Starts rubbing his temples. He's like, you mean. You fucked with Enma's bailiffs. The fuck kind of situation leads to you fucking playing grab ass with Enma's people.
It wasn't because I wanted to. I wasn't just like showing off. They were after the kid with the doll. They were gonna drag him to hell.
Okay. From the start, what happened?
We know a shrine maiden. She asked us to look into some missing souls. The ones that died during a pack suicide at the subway. We went. Didn't really find anything. Enma's people were there too, looking for about the same thing we were. He noticed that the kid with the doll, he was marked or something, and they wanted to take him to hell, and a fight broke out. One of them bludgeoned me pretty bad. I ended up on a... Detdet, remind me, what was that station called that you said?
Kisaragi.
Train to Kisaragi Station.
I remember after that, I was on a train to Kisaragi Station, and he pulled me back. Apparently, this is something called an Ikirio, where I'm possessing my own body, astral project, something like that. Long and short.
Wait. He's like,
no, dead.
That's not. Kid, you're not a fucking Ikirio if you're possessing your own corpse. That makes you Onryo.
I spoke with a priest who assured me I wasn't an Onryo. I don't know what the technical terms for any of this is, but
damn it.
He said I'm not a danger to anyone.
Well, any more than
Which
you already
priest?
were.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but I didn't want to bring it up.
Which priest? What was his name?
Give me 1 second.
No, don't tell me.
Tanaka, if you're actually like
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Tanaka.
Although,
Give me 1 second here. Let me make sure that I got this right. Tanaka Yukimori.
You should totally tell him.
Tanaka been through enough.
You already told him about me too.
Listen, I know. I trust Mutoshige.
They already knew about the doll.
Yeah, and I'm going to just say Tanaka Yukimori.
Ah, shit. All right, well, fucking old man Yukimori knows his shit. He's not. He says you're not Onryo. I guess I don't know what the fuck. This happened before or after you decided to sign up with the boss?
After. Wait, before,
You mean
before,
I was about to say, you mean to tell me that in the span of like less than 12 hours, all this shit happened?
Yes.
I do think actually that is technically correct.
That is correct.
I mean, yeah, it was less than 12 hours, but like, you know, like it was like, no, this was just a coincidence that I did this, and then I happened to sign up. Totally.
And I'm gonna lean back, and I am just gonna say, part of the reason I told you was because, I don't know, I was hoping that maybe this was related to my father, that maybe father did something similar.
Give me 2 seconds here. Sorry, I'm sorry. I need to check something really quick. I apologize. This is my fault for not organizing my notes a little bit more.
Did he ever do any kind of astral projecting, anything like this? Did he use ki like I do?
He, like, Motoshige puts up a hand to cut you off. Ayumu, Atsuda's dead. Atsuda's been dead. He's not coming back. He's not...
Trust me, as much as I wish he were here, I know that he's dead. I just wanted some sense out of all of this. I thought maybe if he had something similar, if it was connected, I don't know.
He kind of, like, leans back, and he, like, pops the little, like, bendy straw out of the casing and, like, stabs it into the thing, takes a long sip. Thoughts that had any kind of shit like this going on. He didn't talk to me about it. And we were about as tight as two men can be. I don't think...
Yay.
I don't think that's
I did raise my eyebrow.
I don't think that's... No, I don't think so.
I figured it was probably going to be too easy.
Why in the fuck do every time I'm sitting alone at a fucking isolated area having a conversation with you, there's always some new fucking goddamn piece of shit fucking thing I gotta deal with.
I'm gonna look to him, and I don't look mad, but I'm going to just say, I don't know what my father had you do, what he made you promise. But you realize that if his exact words were, keep an eye on Ayamu until she draws her final breath, then you're done, right? Then
what in the fuck are you talking about? This is it. I'm not getting... I made a blood... He kind of, like, leans in and he, like, pokes a finger at your chest. I made a blood oath to my fucking brother that I was going to look after you. You think I'm going to get off on some kind of fucking technicality here? You think I'm going to loophole this shit? Like, he does seem, like, very genuinely offended that you would seemingly suggest that, like, you want to pass him. You want to be passed off like this.
I don't. I just realized that this is probably more than you bargained for when you made that pact.
And I was just... It's fucking tough shit. Life happens. Things happen. That doesn't change what my fucking role in this... My fucking role in all this is.
Or unlife happens.
And then he kind of, like, leans in a little bit closer. What the fuck do you think you're doing?
I clearly don't.
I know you're tough as shit. All right? I've seen some of the bodies you put away. Like, I've seen some of the fucking, like, assholes you like, I've seen some of the aftermath of what you've been through. All right? I know you're not some fucking... Just some fucking chick, right? This is the big leagues. You alright? People fucking die out here. I lose subordinates. I've lost people above me. I've lost people below me. This isn't fucking... This is the real fucking shit, Ayumu.
just nods. He genuinely doesn't know what to say to that. Because he clearly knows. And he says, I might be 19, but...
Jesus Christ.
know.
You're
I'm not a kid.
You're not even fucking 20 is what you are. Jesus Christ, not a fucking kid. Get the... You're lucky you're lucky I don't throw you out of this fucking car, kid. Jesus Christ. Whatever, just... I'll see if I can do some digging. I don't know. We got contacts with a lot of people in a lot of places that Old Man Tanaka may not necessarily have access to. You want me to look into them? You want me to fucking ask some questions about... He kind of like raises a hand and like gestures to like all of you, like whatever the fuck this is you got going on.
And I just nod. I do want that, yes.
Okay. Do you want me to tell the boss about this?
I am kind of wringing my hands, thinking about this. Please don't mention anything about any of the others. You can tell him whatever you want about me, but don't mention anything else. Maybe not. Don't mention Tanaka. Don't mention Tsuyoshi.
Yeah, do you think he's fucking doesn't know about Tanaka? He's one of the biggest players in the fucking Moonlight world. What the fuck?
You said my name!
He knows who you
You
are!
also... Okay, Tsuyoshi Liger, you've said a lot of other people's names, too. I need you to know. I need you to know. I got a list down here of, like, names that you have said out loud to other people.
It's just Connie, right?
I keep track of that shit. There's, you know...
Yeah, just me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just Scotty.
Like, I'm legitimately blanking. Who else am I talking about?
No, that's for you to not remember and me to keep in my back pocket. Yeah, it's for me to exploit and you to worry about. Anyways, fuck, where were we?
You think that the boss doesn't know about Tanaka?
Yeah. Listen.
I don't know.
Listen. You haven't been involved with this shit, so you don't know how deep this shit goes. There's a lot of politics that goes on in the kind of world that we live in. And there are players, and there are people you don't fuck around with. Now, I know Tanaka... Listen, I know Old Man Tanaka. I've worked with him a couple of times. I've worked against him a couple of times. And he's the real fucking deal. He's a power player. Now, I know he doesn't seem like much. He guys that, you know, he's that unassuming. There's a lot to if you got him on your side, you're doing all right. But you don't think the boss doesn't know about your whole little posse? You think that there's a new guardian of Edo in town and like the boss doesn't fucking know about it?
Honestly, yes.
She jumped off our fucking roof.
Oh. Okay, that I didn't know.
How did they know that? She specifically didn't transform.
What, you think we find out there's a guardian of Edo in town? She's white, and then a white girl jumps off our fucking roof!
Also,
carrying the same guy that we know has the doll! And we don't fucking put two and two together, we're not fucking idiots!
How did they know I have the doll?
They know...
Because they were tracking the doll!
Yeah,
they know everything about us.
They've been knowing about you, dog.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought I was covering my tracks super well.
What, talking to the government and basically everyone else that you're like, wow, I'm so good at this.
I didn't have a choice but to talk to the government.
That is true. The government did talk to you first.
That's why you never tell anything to the government!
Anyway.
Listen,
Well, team, here we
the
are.
boss ain't a bad guy. And I mean that shit sincerely. I had my reservations about working with him back when he was talking with your dad, talking with your father. But after everything that went down, we ended up, on his side of the fence. He's a good boss. He takes responsibility for his men. He's not soft with people, but he doesn't treat them bad. He gets it, And then, you see he kind of, trails off for a little bit.
I know that he must be a good person if my father was thinking about working with him. But that
No.
was just so many years ago that I wasn't 100% sure what he could be trusted to know.
Ayumu, the thing about it is that you don't really much have a choice sometimes about who you're working with in this line of work. Listen, back when we were running with the God, what the fuck was the game? Oh God, oh no, my notes.
Hold
Why
on,
are
I
my
gotcha.
notes?
I gotcha. Hold on.
Oh my god.
The Inagawa clan.
Yeah, the Inagawa clan. Back when we were running with the Inagawa, we were working with some real pieces of shit sometimes. Both above us and below us. And we had to fucking make tight. We had to fucking deal with that shit. Now, there's a lot of motherfuckers out here in this business. That shit doesn't matter to them. They'll fucking do anything to anyone that doesn't... I mean, they'll go out for fucking ramen afterwards, joking around like they ain't fucking done shit that, put their mothers in their fucking graves. But the boss plays fast and loose with the rules, but he does right by us, and he does right by the people that he is supposed to do right by. And that's the only reason. He kind of looks up at you, and that's the only reason I haven't told you to fuck off and told the boss that you're some kind of fucking piece of shit and you shouldn't even think about it. All right? But I need you to know that you know what you're getting involved in here.
I'm very well aware, but...
Are you ready? Are you prepared?
I've thought about this, and yes.
If the boss tells you that someone out here needs to fucking go, are you ready to do that? Are you ready to kill a man?
I am.
Okay. All right. And you see Motoshige kind of hands you he hands you a badge, like a lapel pin, and it's got the clan symbol of the Kaposhi Syndicate. And he kind of raises the box of sake, and he takes a sip of it, and he hands it to you.
I'll take a sip also.
Well, there we go. You're working for me now, kid.
And I'm going to bow, and I will say, I'll do my best.
You fucking damn well better. What, you think I'm gonna take it easy on you just because you're fucking Atsuda's kid?
Absolutely not.
That's what I fucking
I'm
thought.
I'm here to prove that I belong here, not just because of who my father was.
Motoshige kind of sits back and he flips out like a cigarette and he lights it up, takes a drag, and he's like, "Kid, I've been watching you since you were a fucking baby. If I didn't think you had what it takes, you wouldn't be here."
Thank you.
And then we're gonna go. And then we're gonna go ahead and cut away from that scene, and we're going to move over to Christopher and Tsuyoshi. Chris, Tsuyoshi, where are you guys doing your research? Are you guys at home? Or are you guys at the library? What's going on?
Library.
Or like an internet cafe or something like that.
They have internet cafes in 99?
Yeah, I believe they
I
do.
don't see why they wouldn't.
We discussed this already. We went to one
Oh.
in session
Yeah.
4.
Oh, that was like a year ago.
Yeah.
It kind of was, actually.
Almost. But internet cafe or your house. Pretty sure my aunt doesn't want you in our house.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Christopher Wataru Chihara?
Also, do you? Oh wait, you do have a computer at your house.
You
never
guys
mind.
are just like, I think it's just one of those things where Yumi just like kind of thinks that you guys are both like really bad influences on each other. Like it's like you're
No,
bad. You guys are
wrong.
bad. Like you guys are bad enough separately. Together, you're like a death spiral.
I guess
I'm guessing
meet
we're
up
probably at an internet cafe because Chris is like Chris's internet's probably spotty at best.
I mean, it's grandparent. It's grandma internet. It's grandparent internet. It's not great.
He had to
So
convince them to
sad.
get it.
How are
Yeah.
you gonna properly post Homestuck without good internet connection?
Oh, he trust me. It comes up. It just takes a little while to upload the files.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
a
if
whole
his grandma-
ordeal.
Mhm.
And if his grandma's talking to one of the ladies at her work, then Christopher can't be on the computer.
Yep.
Christopher. How are you feeling today? It was quite a
Oh,
long night
feeling-
yesterday.
They're pretty good. I think I slept on my arm wrong, but
Well. Okay.
I don't want to breach the subject, actually. I've decided against it.
A lot happened last night. You left before everyone else. Do I need to catch you up on anything? What did he miss? Did he miss anything?
did I miss anything?
I think he ended up leaving, I think, when was it? I think it was, like, relatively early on. It was, like, after the description of, like, an Akirio.
I think it was
like,
before Pocahontas.
it was definitely before Pocahontas. I do remember that it was before Pocahontas.
Damn it.
In a pre-Pocahontas.
In a pre-Pocahontas world, is there anything you need to be caught up on?
I just sort of explained everything that happened after that.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
I'm sorry that you had to find out the
Heard
truth
about
in such a
movie.
way.
Hey, excuse me, are you guys
We're talking about
ready to
Pocahontas.
Are you guys ready to order yet, or are you just gonna stand here and do whatever the like? Are you gonna do whatever it is the fuck you're doing over here? This is a lot. This is a lot. You're in a public space.
2 beef bowls, please.
Okay, well, you order from your seat. Like there's a special site that's bookmarked on the thing, and then you order from there.
Why did
and
you
then-
ask me what I wanted then?
How many? Do you want 2 separate
think
computers,
you've
or
already
do you
done
want to? Are you guys sharing a booth? Look. He points at the side. He's like, "Listen, man, I'm running a business here."
We will be taking 1 booth, please.
He kind of like raises an eyebrow. All right, but if there's any messes when I come back there's going to be a cleaning fee applied.
We will use napkins.
He just mutters something about like kids today and their weird,
Yeah,
their
kids.
rampant sexuality. And then he hands you, then he like gives you like a tag that like shows you which booth to be.
I mean, I usually don't spill any of my beef bowl, but I mean, better safe than sorry.
How did they come to this one? That guy's very high strung.
Yes.
It's just like I just want to. I'm just playing it like Sliker was like explaining all of this to like while he was in the front of the line, and he just kept sitting there, and like there was starting to be like a little bit of a line forming.
I don't know why, but I know why, because it makes sense that I thought I was already in, like, the spot.
No,
I thought we were already sitting down.
Listen,
It's okay,
sometimes
we
I'm gonna
had to
have a little
explain
bit
all
of
the
fun.
mundanity of what we were doing. This is a you forgot to lock your ship situation.
I only do it because it's funny. Anyway. Anyways, I'm sorry. Yeah, so you guys head back to the booth you guys rented. You guys order up some food. I'm assuming you guys are getting a couple beef bowls.
2 beef bowls,
Yeah,
please.
Beef bowl, beef bowl.
On me. It's the least I can do for lying to you for this long.
I'm gonna put the beef bowl where?
What?
Don't worry about it. Anyways,
You dumb.
gonna need a lot of napkins, I guess.
What the fuck is Dettet projecting onto this?
Just like serving the beef bowl on like sushi or whatever. Anyways, we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep.
It's Suyostifer.
Suyostifer. Kuyoshi.
Oh boy.
Kuryoshi.
Shit. Anyways, all right. So you guys get there. You guys start booting up. You get like your connection. You get your connection all set up. Very quickly, like a couple beef bowls, because they're like kind of like ready to order. Arrive at the door, and you guys start eating. Yeah. So you guys have you guys have a very wide category. There was some kind of forum, and it was doing something weird to somebody's aura, whatever that means. Do you guys have any? Do you have anything you want to cross-reference, or do you want to just get in there and start rolling?
Wait, what?
So I'll be looking for forums about forums that curse you.
Gotcha.
And then I'll cross-reference from there to the forum in question.
Okay.
Were we? Wait, hold on. Is this in reference to Ayuma's roommate?
Yeah.
Yes.
Were we told about this?
Yeah. No, you guys got
emailed
texted.
you guys.
Yeah, you guys got put into
okay.
the CC chain, the mail list.
The Chris chain.
All right, Chris will help research with that, but he'll also be researching other things as well.
Okay. Go ahead and first and foremost, go ahead and roll me a computer's tools check. That is going to be your intelligence plus your proficiency plus plus the roll.
Okay. Is this the thing where you said I could use my thieves' tools for hacking?
Essentially, it's like a thieves' tool proficiency check. Yeah. Like a computer tools check would be like I said, it's your int modifier, plus your proficiency bonus,
Which I have none.
Well,
you're
still proficient in it. You got
so I got 19.
17 and a 19. With a 17, Tsuyoshi, you start scrolling through a bunch of different forums, kind of like looking for like through internet directories and like chain sites where like one site kind of leads into another, where you find like references to like other places or whatever. And you're going through, and you manage to find a couple like promising things from like with really fucked up like backgrounds and like there's a lot of auto playing music. Very, very like dark and ominous stuff, and you're like, this is really neat. Chris, you also like are starting in on this. What is this other thing that you're researching, by the way?
More stuff about like any information you can find on curses that like damn you to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that.
Okay, gotcha.
Pacts with cursed dolls.
Yeah. You start looking into like a couple other sites.
Not actually cursed dolls. He's also trying to look up the Abyss Eye.
Okay. So you're looking up the Abyss Eye.
It's far too unique a phenomenon. There's only one. The only person who would be posting about it.
You actually find like a ton of people who are like have their own websites talking about their experiences with their Abyss Eye. All of them have like very radically different like symptoms and like cool shit that they can do with it, but all of them sound like cool like shonen characters. And in fact, so many of them many of them are wearing eye patches. Some of them with the exact same design on it as Liger's, or sorry, as Tsuyoshis.
Liger.
I don't know who that is. There's only Tsuyoshi now.
Sushi's first victim.
So I've started a trend. I'm a trendsetter.
And actually, as you guys kind of pretty similar times, you land on this one very odd sort of site that seems to be getting a lot of traffic for some reason, Tsuyoshi. Whereas Chris, you end up going through somebody one of the Abyss Eye pages that you've pulled up, and that links over to the exact same forum. And I want, as you guys start browsing through this forum, a sort of it doesn't strike you as anything particularly odd at first. It's very much kind of like a board for posting about your life. It's a very sort of it's not necessarily supernatural focus, but it's a lot about it's similar in a lot of ways to a Something Awful or like a 2chan before 2chan was around, where it's just it ends up being about a lot of different subjects, and there's a lot of different categories, and people are just posting and chatting and having fun and whatnot. And it doesn't really what catches your eye more than anything else is the fact that you guys have landed on here after having gone through a billion things like this, you through your Abyss Eye stuff, and Tsuyoshi through his occult forums about occult forums. And I want both of you really quick. I want you to roll me a wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw.
I knew it. I was waiting for it. Oh, I'm not good at those.
You know
it's
what?
A 17.
Oh, okay. Well, that works. I was going to say that, you know what? In your actually, I was thinking maybe it could be an int save, but that also works. Christopher, what have you rolled?
6.
6? Christopher,
I get a -1 on those.
Christopher, as you're browsing through this, you kind of you start these are some people with some really cool opinions, and there's a lot of really funny relatable posts on here, and you find this one really cool artist artist place where people are talking about different manga and anime that they're interested in. There's also a sub forum for Western cartoons, and a place to post your own art and stuff like that. And you start you find yourself making an account. Because you gotta spread your shit. You gotta
Can I stop him from doing that? Can I notice that he's being
Do you even know
compelled?
that something's wrong here?
Well, yeah, I'm about to say you're just watching him make. You're just as for you, you're just hanging out and you're watching and you're reading this forum, and it seems all right. It's a pretty it's gotten a lot of traffic. It's there's a lot of people here, and there's a lot of I don't know. It's not terribly interesting, but it's not bad or anything. But you see that Chris is making an account, and if you want to try to talk to him, I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Chris, this forum seems unrelated to our plan right now. What are you doing?
This seems pretty cool. I check it out at home.
It
Make an account.
seems a little bit normal for our tastes.
I can't believe he's what are you, some kind of normie?
Ew.
It's
Tsuyoshi-san, are you implying that I am some sort of normie?
No, I would
Yes,
never
him
think
with
to do that. I would never think to do that. However, this is kind of outside of your normal behavior.
I just like the forum. I'm making an account. I can check it out at home. Maybe post. Maybe spread my Chex comics. Get even more of an audience. It seems like they'd really
Oh.
like it.
Can I roll like insight or something?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Roll me an insight check. And like you've. On one hand, I would say normally you would have advantage on this because you have known Chris for years. But like on the other hand, like he's making an account to like plug his webcomic. Like it's and like he just
that
seems
does
like
seem normal.
and that
but it
seems
is
like
an
a
18.
very and it is like okay. You see that like he's filling this stuff out and he's going through like all the section like all the different sections and whatever. But like as you're watching him do it, you notice that there's like this sort of like weirdly like not quite a glassy look in his eyes, but like there's just some kind of like there's something off. You don't necessarily know if you can put your finger on it, but you see you're that sort of like weird urge that you got before, like that weird impulse is like it's increasing in strength. This is probably not good.
Oh, no.
But as for something a little bit more concrete,
Can I like take the keyboard from him real quick?
you can certainly try. Chris, Yoshi is snatching the keyboard out of your hands. How are you responding to this?
Hold on.
You just wanted to sign up for a fucking account on this website.
Yeah.
You wanted
Well,
these guys seem cool. These
He
guys
is gonna
seem
try
cool.
to
What
like
the
grab a
fuck?
hold of it, Nani the fuck?
I would just like to check something real quick.
Okay. Chris just kind of lets go of the keyboard.
He's just like, I guess I know.
Okay.
It's like I know the URL. I can always just like when I get home.
God.
Is there anything compelling me to fight him right now?
On
this?
There is like I think in the back of your mind there's like you're upset that like why the fuck is he stopping you from signing up? It's just a fucking forum, dude. Why is he being so fucking weird about this? And then like that's kind of the response right now, which is kind of fair, honestly.
But there's nothing compelling me, right?
Yeah. Like I mean, you know the URL. I mean, you can always just sign up for it when you get home.
Yeah, his tip. Well, if there's nothing compelling him, like his typical reaction would be like, he's like, I just want to check something. He just like put his hands up, like, okay, geez.
All right, yeah, sure.
I guess he saw something on Mike's screen.
And at this point, does Tsuyuchi have like an inkling that something's wrong with it?
I think if you wanted to make either a computer tools check, like an additional computer tool check to check out, see if you can't figure out what's like something on the more mundane end of this is like fucked up, or if you wanted to roll like an Arcana check.
I could. Oh, Arcana's actually better than these tools. I want to look at like the domain backend.
I think, yeah. Go ahead.
Ah, damn, it's 14.
With a 14, I will clear that like the full DC for this was 15.
Damn it!
Yeah, I'm very sorry.
Can I cast Silvery Barbs?
on the computer?
Yeah.
I don't think it works like that, man.
Also, that's
You
the
give?
law.
I guess you could give.
No, you can't.
Okay. Wait a second.
That's attack rolls. That's attack rolls.
Is it specifically attack rolls or is it skill check?
Yeah, because it's supposed to be a reaction.
Yeah, well, you could use. I guess like it's like I'm thinking like you could use your reaction to like give Chris disadvantage and then give advantage to yourself, but that seems like fucking crazy. I'm not gonna let that happen.
It's attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws, but it's a different creature has to trigger it.
Yeah, so Chris would have to have made like some sort of like if Chris had tried to resist you, you might have been able to silvery barbs him. God, what a fucking stupid spell! I love it.
Oh man, but I guess there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
What
A 14 gets
conclusion
you?
do I reach?
What a 14 gets you is you go through and you look through the domain backend, you look at the registry, and you're going through, and you're trying to find something. You're scrolling through forums, you're looking through things, and there's just something that's kind of like just scratching at the back of your brain that you can't quite put your finger on. But you look at the domain registry and you're going and you're looking at like the company it's registered through and like, you know, the hosting and stuff. The hosting is through like a domain registry, and the server side's like over like an IP address that's actually in the city. You notice that the IP address for the server that the site is hosted on is actually over in Shibuya. It's in the financial district, but that's not terribly like weird. Like a lot of like tech companies have gotten started up over there. There's a lot of servers hosting over in the financial district. You do notice that the company that the domain is registered under is MSS Incorporated, or like it's but that's about all you can pull for documentation on that. It's pretty light on documentation for the most part.
MSS.
As for the supernatural side of things, like I said, you're going through this with a fine tooth comb. You're looking to see if like maybe it's in the layout, maybe it's like there's some sort of like you're looking for like ritual circles in like the background, or like the way the forums is like aligned or something like that. See if it has
Computer up opacity. Enhance.
Well, no, you're looking to
Mysterious
see.
Society of Suckers.
But you're just not quite. There's something here. There's something that's like you can feel that there's something. Like that feelings of suspicion you had earlier, combined with like this information as you're kind of like crawling through it. You can't put your finger on what's going on with this site, but you can tell it's a fucking problem. There's something happening here, but you just can't put your finger on it. Chris, you're watching your buddy like absolutely fucking tear through this thing. He's going through domain registries. Like he is suddenly like really into this fucking site for some reason. And it just seems like it's a forum. Like it's not like any weirder than anything else you've looked through. What are you doing while he's tearing through it?
I'm like rubber ducking off of the doll, and the doll's just going like, "I can hack for you."
I mean, yeah, like if you want, like I could help. Like I know it's right there. I could give you just that little boost that you need, and it's not even a cost. Like it'll cost like basically nothing. I promise. Genuinely, I promise you that like if you want just a little bit, like you're so close. You're so close, Yoshi.
I really was so close, honestly.
So yeah, if you want to pass that check, the doll's here. And it's a +1. Like it's a +1 on a roll. That's nothing, dude.
There's no reasonable way Tsuyoshi knows that he failed by 1.
Well, you can tell that you're just missing it. Like you know it's here. You know there's something. I know that you and I haven't had the best relationship, and I am really sorry about that. I know that there are certain things about me that I can't help, and that sometimes I try to help and things go a little sideways, and I'm sorry, but I can promise you that this is it's so little. Please let me help you.
There's something about the way the doll talks to me that's like, I'm not gonna wish on the doll, but Tsuyoshi's like, I need to be kinder to this thing.
I genuinely, some of my favorite bits have been like, how could I play like a character, like how do I make something tempting? And I'm like, I make the thing nice. I make the thing really want to help, like genuinely want to help, and I make it really nice, and I make it like sorry that it's like that all this stuff has like downsides attached to it.
Hey, Detdet. Alternatively, hot girl.
I mean, that was the other option. One of the things that I had floated with Tsuyoshi is like, what if the doll was like an anime figurine?
I didn't want Tsuyoshi to go in that direction.
Yeah, and that's fair. But it was something. It was one of the options that was floated. So no, I had considered hot girl.
Yeah, I think I just gotta pack it up. I gotta turn face Chris. Just be like, is there any way I can snap him out of this somehow? Just, like clap in his face a couple of times.
He's just sitting there eating his beef bowl, watching you.
He's just like, man, the fuck are you in on this forum for?
Yeah, he doesn't know what you're on about, but
yeah, Chris,
it must have been important.
Chris, you're watching all of this. Are you trying to like interpret anything about this? Are you trying to like what are you doing while you're eating your beef bowl watching the man? Are you interpreting any of this?
Just
information?
watching it, wondering why it was so important all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. Like, is there like, are you taking in the information, or are you just like, man, fuck it, he's just doing whatever the fuck he wants. I'm gonna eat my beef bowl.
No, yeah. Oh, what information did he actually find?
He got the
like
domain
MSS
registry.
Was the company behind it.
Yeah, MSS was MSS is the company behind the or the acronym related to the company behind the site.
There's something in Shibuya.
Yeah, the hosting server for this is somewhere in Shibuya in the financial district.
I wonder what numbers are on the top of that building.
No, it's not 104. I'm not that big a hack. That comes up later from something more important. You think I'm burning
the final
you think I'm burning 104 on the like you think I'm burning 104 or like 108 on the fucking like you think I'm burning that on the second arc? What are you, crazy?
No, that's for the final arc when we have the final battle in the Shibuya Scramble during Y2K.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad he gets it.
Sorry, what were you saying, Ray?
I was just gonna say I didn't even catch that. I was thinking like, oh, is it 444 because death?
No.
Anyway.
But yeah, like I said, the site's creator is registered as MSS. The server hosting is in Shibuya, somewhere in the financial district. That's how you get for the mundane side of things. You know that there's something there. You can feel that you're so close. Chris, like I said, are you trying to like interpret this information as well? Are you trying to like follow where he's coming or where he's going, or are you just kind of writing this off?
Let me see real quick.
I do appreciate that Hirami is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna roll for it. Fuck it.
Yeah, he does so much.
It's really funny. It's a fun.
So
it's a fun.
He is gonna
choice.
ask. So what are you doing? like he doesn't know why Tsuyoshi suddenly had to commandeer the keyboard and do all this.
I believe something may have put you under some sort of magical compulsion.
Can I roll an Arcana now that he's told me that?
I want you to go ahead and actually re-roll your Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
These are always funny. Oh, shit, I can't... 12 that time.
Oof.
You like, there's some part of you that just like in the back of your mind, you just like, I was just signing up for a fucking forum. Why are you so? Why is this so like? Why are you so in your own fucking ass about this? What the fuck's going on? Like, get over it and let me fucking sign up for this goddamn server. And like,
is that a compulsion I'm getting? Because that's not Chris's normal reaction.
And like, the second you realize that you're getting aggressive about this, and you're like really insistent on like wanting to do it, like you're like, wait a second, what the fuck? This, I mean, yeah, like, sure, I'll shill for my fucking, I'll shill for my webcomic anywhere, but like, this is a bunch of normie shit. What the fuck? And you kind of snap, and you kind of break out of it. And you're like, you don't know exactly what caused you to do it, but you're like, there was something in there that really wanted you to sign up for that site.
You may be right.
Do you want to go ahead and make an
close to
attempt?
figuring out.
Do you want to make an attempt at that Arcana check now that you're kind of busted free and now that like you guys are kind of going over the
Sure.
information?
That's a 15.
And with that 15, you suddenly checks in the back of your mind is like MSS. Well, kid, what was the name of that front company for the cult that you were? What was the name of the job that you got?
I should.
Oh, was that MSS?
It was
Mirai
Mirai
Software Solutions.
It was Mirai Software Solutions.
Mirai Software Solutions.
And as you start kind of like scrolling through the domain in the back end, you notice that there's like you start going into inspecting elements on the site, and like you're starting to like really break it down. You're going through the HTML, and you notice that there's a couple of like
right-click view source.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Why did
as
not
you're going,
think of that?
As you're going through, you notice that there's like, as you're scrolling through the screen, you notice that there's like a sort of like weird. The HTML in this site is like formatted in a really weird way. Like you guys haven't done a whole lot of like coding. Like you guys do computer science and stuff like that. But like HTML is like not necessarily a code language that you tend to work with a lot. That tends to be a lot more for like, more applied stuff. Like you mostly work with harder programming languages. But the formatting of this seems like as you start scrolling through the body of it, you notice that like the HTML is formatted in such a way where the site still works, but it runs super inefficiently. And there's like patterns that form in the code. Like pentagrams, even. And you suddenly notice that there's something
Kind of edgelordy.
That if you transliterated some of these, like if you kind of start making like you pull out some paper and you start kind of like transcribing like the patterns that you're seeing in the code and like the sort of like lines that are forming, and you recognize that there's like a Western occultist like magic circle in there that involves like the idea of binding a soul, like through a contract.
Oh shit!
Is this some sort of Christian magic?
Can I see this now that he's like pulled it up on the
Oh
computer?
yeah, well like you guys are sketching out like the circles and like you guys are looking at the code and like
I imagine we were both working on this.
Yeah. No, you guys are both doing that. You're the one who cracked Mirai Software Solutions and then decided to pull up the HTML based on that because like well shit, that's not good.
Christian magic? Did you say?
Yeah, you see, I said Western occultist. He said Christian magic, and I'm like, I'm not correcting that.
This is a really, really old reference.
I don't get it.
If you want to go ahead and roll, I guess now that you guys are looking at like this sort of like you guys have this like pentagram and like these sort of like this, you kind of know a little bit more about like what this is based off of. If you guys want to kind of, if one of you wants to roll an Arcana check and one of you wants to roll a computer proficiency check.
I have expertise in Arcana, and I already rolled. It's a 23.
Okay, Chris, if you would go ahead and roll me a computer, like a computer software check, which is your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
It's the same bonus as my Arcana. It's like, oh shit, 20.
Oh shit! Okay, with nat 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah! All right, so that's a 20 on the computer side of things. You guys are like you're scrolling through this. You're like you guys. You've heard like there's been like some speculative fiction work about like digitizing like rituals and like using computer code to execute like it works in a very similar, like, you guys have joked because of your like occult backgrounds and like your computer science things. You're like, it'd be really like you guys are drawing out pentagrams and circle and like magic circles, and like you're doing all this like feng shui stuff to like optimize the energies in the club room or whatever, and you're like, it'd be really sick if we could just like program something to do this for us. And then you realize that's exactly what you guys are looking at. You are looking at something that is digitized, a magical contract to provide like a certain level of fascination and enthrallment in exchange for the soul of the user upon death.
Oh, that's not good.
So the people that so the souls are bound, like digitally.
Yes, it creates a sort of contract with the server. There's a term that's used, like, normally when you're doing a contract of this sort of thing. Normally the contractor is some sort of like supernatural being. It's like a Western style demon, or some sort of like yokai or something along those lines. Like, you have a very similar sort of deal going on with the doll, even if it was like a little bit more informal than that. This, as far as you can tell, is contracted to some sort of web daemon.
It's like Shin Megami Tensei.
That's so funny.
Is SMT out yet? I need to know if I'm even more of
I
a
think
hack
so,
than I already
but
was.
let me see.
It's. I mean, I know Shin Megami Tensei is older than Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
SMT was on the NES, I thought.
Oh yeah. Shin Megami Tensei, released in
1992.
'87. Oh yeah, the original video game Shin Megami Tensei, or the Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei, came out in 1987. So I'm confirmed to be a giant hack. Gotcha.
And it was a book before that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a book before that, and got adapted into a game. Anyways, so you guys have realized that there's like, instead of like a supernatural entity, or like a traditional supernatural entity, it is actually contracted to the server. When the person dies, their soul is bound and is turned into, as far as you can tell, some sort of electrical it's essentially their soul is turned into code, and then returns through like a magic, like some sort of like very odd like magic like machine interface to the server. Now, that's about as best you can tell. You guys do not have access. You have no idea what could possibly cause, like, what could interact so much between like the magic and like the machine, like what kind of hardware you would need to be able to do this sort of thing. But this is what the code is pointing you towards.
Well, I'll text the group chat. Just be like, we'll have to meet up. Heist in Shibuya, I guess.
I think you mean send an email.
That's right, guys. It's a heist chapter. There's a heist about to happen.
Yay!
You know it won't. You know it's gonna be.
I'm
Can't wait.
fairly sure it's going to go completely sideways, but I'm looking forward to it anyways. Anyways, oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was just gonna say I can't wait for whatever shenanigans Liger's up to right now.
It's like,
What are you talking about?
I don't know, man. You get the guy with like an infinite transforming like armor, and like a very like a willingness to absolutely fucking put himself in the middle of the shit. And I'm like, well, this is gonna go great. This is gonna go amazing. I'm really looking forward to it.
Listen, Liger, just go straight up to the receptionist and ask if he knows about the prisoner's dilemma.
Shit. Listen, so there's a trolley on a track, and there's 3 people tied up on one track, and there's 1 person tied up on the other. And it's gonna run over the 3 people, but if you pull the lever, Junko, what are you and Connie up to?
Pull the
You
lever,
guys,
Kronk.
we're gonna go ahead and move over to you guys now. You guys have kind of come to the temple, and Akko's kind of like greeted you, so it's like, hey, good morning, guys. Did you you come by to like talk to my dad? I know, like he said, to come by whenever, but
I presume so.
Connie.
Don't have too much homework right now, so I figured I'd come by now, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure thing. She's gonna kind of lean in and whisper. Honestly, I think the Pocahontas thing was like, it was that. I don't know. It was pretty cute. I don't even think you're that far off, honestly. If I'm gonna be completely honest.
Huh?
The Pocahontas thing from last. Do you not remember what happened last night? What's going on? She kind of like puts
I
it. She
remember
like
when
she like puts she. It was adorable. It was like watching a kid. It was like watching a little kid like mess around and like. Wait, you mean it was like in Pocahontas? It was adorable.
18 years old.
She kind of like looks you over. It's just like, yeah, I know you said that, but like. She kind of like looks at you and just kind of tilts her head a little bit, and she's just like, Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing. Anyways, let's go talk to my dad. Let me go grab him really quick. And then she kind of like grabs both of your arms and like drags you off. Tanaka, like you guys quickly find yourself in a meeting room with Tanaka. Akko's like also sitting there. She's serving some snacks. She's like, okay. And he's like, okay. So, realize that maybe we had some miscommunications, and that maybe we should have done a little bit more talking instead of a little bit more fight training whenever you guys were here, like over the last couple weeks. Okay, so first and foremost, basically every
Wait a
religion
second.
is. Oh, yeah. Please go ahead.
Old do you think I am?
Surely, like.
Long silence.
Well, you said you're going to school with Junko, and Junko's in college.
Yeah?
So I guess it's not too hard to say that maybe, and I know you're a bright young woman, so I don't think it's a. He's gonna roll an insight check. God bless. I don't think I've ever rolled above a 10 with this guy, and I think that's incredible. I think that's really neat. I'm very
He's supposed
happy.
to be an expert, but he's just a girl failure.
He's not a girl failure. He's like, listen, his bonuses are still
He's
getting
a
him.
dad.
His bonuses are getting him there. I just think it's really funny that I made a guy named Tanaka, and he's not he'll never roll above an average, above the average. So surely you're a bright young woman. So I guess 16. You must have skipped a couple years. Sorry, what was that? You screamed so loud my eardrum started bleeding, and you blew out your mic.
Too high pitched for Discord crisp.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, it was. It was. I got just like the barest hint of anything off of it.
You hear a single angelic note from far up in the distance.
I mean, you always ask one.
like all of a sudden, like everyone else in every other scene kind of stops for a second and like looks around and just like, was that wasn't Connie, right?
Did you hear that just now?
What the hell?
I'm tempted to redo it, but I feel like I'll just get cut off again. Connie
No.
just shrieked, "What?"
I'm sorry, or 15 maybe? Sorry, I didn't mean to underestimate you.
Holy shit.
Junko. Junko.
That was in character.
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry. Was I? And like from behind, like Junko kind of like leans back a little. Sorry, not Junko. Akko like kind of like leans back a little bit behind like Junko and Connie, and she just like kind of holds up fingers, just like 1 and then like 8. It's just like, oh, I'm terribly sorry. I don't know how I could have been. I'm sorry. He makes a show of cleaning off his glasses, which were immaculate. Like there was not a fucking spot on those things. He makes a show of cleaning off his glasses and looking back at you. Oh, my mistake. You are 18 years old at least, maybe 19.
Connie just looks like shattered and confused.
Well,
If I was under 18, then I couldn't have become the guardian of Edo, you know? Because contracts signed by minors aren't legally binding.
I mean, so first and foremost, this was codified before like Tokyo had become the capital, and laws about what constituted an adult back then were pretty different. Mostly because of the vastly lowered human life expectancy. I'm not here to say that anyone is or is not an adult, but I don't think they took age into account too much when they were deciding their capabilities. There's some records of a couple younger Guardians of Edo. A lot of that also happens to do with just like, you know, if you're young, you got more vital energy about you. You've got like more years in you. You don't have to worry about leaving behind a life quite as much. There were a number of different factors. I would say that I think the youngest Guardian of Edo on record was 14 when he was chosen.
Saki?
he like he kind of looks over at like Akko and just mouths Usagi, and she like waves him off. Anime. It's like, okay.
It is fucked up that Usagi is 14. She dies.
It is
several times.
It is pretty fucked up. Yeah. And he's like, So, anyways, the lesson. Are you good to continue, or are you okay? Do you need a minute?
Just okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna start things off pretty easy. Basically, every religion is real.
Shin Megami Tensei.
There are human belief tends to accumulate in spiritual structures, which gives form to magical phenomenon. There are different beings that are shaped by that belief, and some that derive a certain form and strength from those beliefs. That's not to say that they don't have physical forms, however. Like physical creatures like the yokai, like an oni or a kitsune or something along those lines, draw a lot of power and vital energy from that sort of spiritual essence of humanity, but they're also shaped by it in a certain way. That means that divinities, various forms of afterlife, the nature of a human soul, all of this is influenced by our the collective faith of humanity. Which means that sometimes things can be hard to sort out. Thankfully, it tends to be relatively geologically consistent. You don't see a lot of Gorgons outside of Greece these days. You don't see a lot of Wendigos out of American tribal territories. And you don't tend to see a lot of Judeo-Christian... Well, you see a lot of Judeo-Christian devils everywhere these days. Not so much in not so much in like Japan or China or whatnot. We tend to have our own stuff going on, and we've been pretty. I mean, not good about keeping stuff out. I like to think of myself as a very sort of open-minded individual, but yeah, Judeo-Christian God, Yahweh, he's kicking around up there. He's big. He's really big at the moment. The Roman God, the Greek and Roman gods before that, also really big. Buddhist tradition took off, I want to say, several hundred years ago, and that's been and that's kind of inserted itself pretty neatly into like Shintoist belief, so those two have meshed pretty well. But that's the long and short of what's going on here. Any questions before we get a little bit more into the weeds of like stuff around here specifically?
What happens to the gods and creatures from a religion when people stop believing in it?
Well, a lot of those beings still exist in some way, shape, or form. It's hard. It the spiritual world is kind of inverse to the material world in the way that it's much easier to create than to destroy over there. So the Greek gods, Zeus, Poseidon, Aphrodite, Hera, those sorts, they're, despite not having any significant, I don't want to say real, because the pagans are out there and they're doing their thing, sort of, kind of, to a certain degree.
The pagans are out there.
I mean, they're out there doing some stuff. I'm not saying that like they're misguided, even if I have my own beliefs about them. I like I said, I consider myself to be very religiously tolerant. But like they're still kicking around out there. They're still very tied locally to Greece because of their cultural identity. There's some presence over in Italy, but what with the Judeo-Christian God, the Yahweh being kind of top dog at the moment, they don't really have much of a foothold in Italy anymore. But yeah, they were kind of really doing it for a while over there, but they're still kicking around. They're not nearly as strong as they used to be, but they still have influence, and a lot of the old supernatural creatures, of Greek mythology tend to still be kicking around in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, the Celtics, they still have, some Fae and Boggarts kicking around in the back country of Ireland. Even though, like, a lot of people don't hold to the old rites anymore. There are a couple of religions that tend to long dead religions. A lot of primordial sun gods have kind of risen and fallen over the years. Don't mind the pun. Those sorts of things, eventually, over a long enough period of time, they sort of fade away. When something is truly forgotten by humanity, then it becomes much harder for them to sustain themselves on human belief. Even if there isn't a lot of legitimate belief in the Greek gods, they still take up a large part of, I guess, the mind share. Like, the fact that we still remember and think about them is a lot of ways what's helping to sustain them. It's very hard to kill an idea. It's also pretty easy for it to catch on. Like I said, it's much harder to destroy something over there than it is to create something. That's why a lot of, like, you'll notice that your friend yesterday, the train that they were on said it was going to Kisaragi Station, correct?
Bonnie genuinely did not notice.
Well, it came up during the
I
conversation.
don't know.
Or did you did
Oh,
you
okay.
like but your friend said that the station it was directed to was Kisaragi Station. Kisaragi Station isn't. There are no trains in Japanese mythology, in traditional Japanese Shintoism or Japanese Shinto Buddhist belief. That's not a. It's a place. It's an urban legend. But because that urban legend has spread enough and has taken up host in the minds of others, it has sort of developed a life of its own. It's become one of the places where it's a fictionalized place that has become real and is one of the quite a few at this point places where one might cross over into Yomi or one of many other different types of underworlds. Are you picking up what I'm putting down so far? Is everything like I'm not overwhelming you, am I? That I don't want to, you know, I don't want to overload you here.
I'm fine. So, the Guardian of Edo system, does that work similarly?
Not necessarily. So, the system, the Guardian of Edo system, mages are mages, and I suppose to a certain degree, like clerics, like or priest or other sort of divine emissaries, like myself, my daughter Junko. He kind of points to each of them in turn. We draw our power from the will of the divine, those spiritual entities that subsist off of human belief. They choose and empower different people, and we wield power for them to help them influence the physical world as well as like the spiritual world. We act as sort of arbiters, and we help kind of like stride the gap between the spiritual and the physical realms. Mages, on the other hand, are people that have learned to, in some way, shape, or form, manipulate uh, the the spiritual energies of the world for their own ends, to personally direct it with their own belief instead of like a group belief. On Myoji, on Myoji mystics, some of the old shamans of the Ainu, those kind of fall a little bit more into this. Although there is a lot of debate with the shamans of the Ainu whether they qualified as like priests or if they were more mages. Or he kind of like holds his hand up and waves it off. Sorry, this is an old religious debate. I don't want to necessarily get into this right now. It won't necessarily help us. Those are people who have learned to, through various like codes and beliefs that they have spread themselves between themselves and others, have managed to wrangle the energy of the spiritual into the physical to manipulate it for their based on their own beliefs. So in this case, the Guardian of Edo system was set up by a bunch of mages. They have essentially tapped into the ley lines of Japan, the currents of spiritual energy that run through the land, and set it up in such a way where it empowers an individual. It's a lot like programming. I remember I was talking with a computer scientist one day who was coming in, I was, attending to like, some ceremonies and such. And got to talking about a computer scientist about his work, and it reminds me remarkably the same. It strikes me as a very similar process. It's you set a set you line up some conditions. You hook those conditions into a current of power. That power flows through the system that you've set up, and you get the result. In this case, it was designed to empower a person with the right emotional capacity, or the right like mentality, the right sort of the ability to be a hero, the capacity for heroics, the drive to give of oneself for others. It finds a person that meets those criteria, and it empowers that person using the spell form and using the ley lines of Tokyo, formerly Edo. I'm sorry, does that answer your question at all? I feel like I just talked for a little while, and I feel like I might have gotten a little lost in the weeds.
I think overall that Connie's face was just kind of like
It's like just getting more and more
scrunching
slack.
inwards.
So
Actually,
it's
it's just kind of like
so it's
no. Just kind of looking more and like more and more concentrated, but also kind of sad. So, is there anyone that's currently running the system?
Oh, no, the system was set up and automated hundreds of years ago. The cabal of mages have a tendency to not form particularly long-lasting organizations. The thing about like being a bunch of very strong-willed individuals who are sort of working together to manipulate reality is that they all have slightly different ideas of exactly how things should work, and that tends to lead towards a lot of infighting. But the particular cabal that set up the Guardian of Edo system, they had a falling out, and the organization itself kind of collapsed. I want to say about 10 to 30 years, depending on who you ask, after the system was established. It was designed to run in the absence of actual input from mages, however. They had the foresight to realize that their organization likely wasn't going to last long enough to administer the system, so they set it up to administer itself.
So it can just run forever?
As long as the ley lines around Tokyo continue to, work the way they do, people have talked about seismic activity potentially disrupting stuff after a certain amount of time, but that's still like the level of earthquake and the level of tectonic shift that would take to shift everything out of alignment enough to erode the system itself. We're looking at hundreds of years.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I can see that you're upset. Is everything okay?
Um, where did ley lines come from?
Ley lines, that's very funny that you ask. Ley lines are both channels of spiritual power that are directed by the flow of people through the land. That's why ley lines tend to be strongest whenever there's either ley lines are both strongest where there are a lot of people, because that leads to a lot of spiritual energy, because people are constantly generating that spiritual energy with the power of their belief and their ideas and their thoughts. So places like Tokyo, Kyoto, New York City, Shanghai, Beijing, India has New Delhi has some of the craziest ley lines you've ever seen. population density is a huge part of what establishes a ley line. Another thing that establishes a lot of that tends to establish particularly strong ley lines or particularly like heavy flow of ley lines is the presence of particularly powerful spiritual entities. So sort of the output and the input are where the ley lines are strongest, where the spiritual energy flows from and where it flows to. So, for instance, the seat of the gods in the heavenly realms tends to accumulate quite a bit of spiritual energy. Now, that I unfortunately am not allowed to reveal. It's a very closely guarded government secret where the seat of the gods is located. It's he kind of like leans in.
Fuji.
He kind of leans in. It's not. It's not as if like you can't piece it together with the information that's there, but I'd rather not get in trouble. Please understand.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. But also like the various
One
interests.
person who couldn't possibly piece it together.
Listen. Don't worry. She's got other things that make her special. Not her encyclopedic knowledge of Japanese mythology.
Yup.
Connie is not stupid, I swear to God.
No. I don't think that she's stupid. I think that she is working with something that is completely outside of context for a lot of what she's been doing in her life. I like I said, I don't think that she is stupid. She is absolutely in a place where she is the least comfortable she could ever be.
Yep. Great.
But it's also really funny. It's also really, really funny.
Can I roll to see if I heard that whisper?
Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, it was like a stage whisper. He was like playing around a little bit. You definitely heard.
Connie definitely hasn't told us about that stuff that Kumachi told her about, right?
Oh,
She
for
has
sure
not.
now.
And then she yelled at Tsuyoshi about honesty.
It doesn't really apply to us,
Listen.
though. We don't need to know that.
You guys got on my case for not relying on my friends for
Listen,
my problems.
Well, so like
Connie
there's
is
this
being
thing.
a hypocrite.
Yeah, I was about to say there's this thing called hypocrisy. It's a thing that
Oh, I
people
know, yeah.
can be.
I hate it in real life. And Connie's an 18-year-old girl stuck in a foreign country, scared out of her mind.
Also,
She's not being a good person right now.
Also, she's stuck there, according to, like, the bear that gave her powers.
So you're saying she's just a girl in the world?
Mm-hmm. Well, not in the world, just in Tokyo now. The world
Yeah,
is...
she'll never be in the
Ben
Part of the
Junko
world.
is like Colin
She
O'Face
is
and
no-
the information that totally wasn't shared.
That's a part of the world.
It's a part of the world, but it's not the world.
Wow, just like Little Mermaid.
I was just thinking that, Mary!
It just never stops. It turns out by virtue of age of maturity laws, it turns out Connie is technically a Disney adult.
Yeah.
Um,
How do you feel with that information, Barry?
Moving on.
listen. It could be worse. You could be stuck in a city that does not have a Disneyland.
That's
What's-
true.
What's Junko thinking about during all this?
Yeah. Well, what is Junko thinking about? Because, like, I think a lot of, like, for the most part, I think a lot of this is stuff that Junko kind of already knew about. Like I don't think that there was no way that this didn't come up. Tanaka
You're
looks
free to
over
roll
to
insight on Connie.
Tanaka also kind of like looks over at Akko. Is like, we did tell her about all this, right? We didn't just talk about oh fuck, we just talked about Amaterasu, didn't we?
I
Oh,
think that you
God.
actually said that last session.
Yes. There's no way. There's no way. Junko is like, oh yeah, all right.
I don't know, you want to roll an insight on Connie?
Just see how she's dealing with all this.
You don't have to. I just
Good idea.
thought you might want to. Should I counter roll?
Oh no. Well, I mean, unless you're attempting to deceive her.
Earlier, when Tanaka asked if Connie was doing okay, because she was looking really sad, and she asked about the ley lines, she was very awkwardly just trying to change the subject.
I see.
She was
Thankfully, you
avoiding
hit
the
the
topic.
exact Thankfully, you hit the exact right topic with the exact right guy.
Yeah.
Like,
So is it
like,
opposed?
say what? What was that? What was that,
Is it
Dizzy?
opposed?
Oh, no. I would go ahead and roll me an insight check. We'll call it a... I don't think it's an opposed, because I don't think, like, any deception that, like, Connie is employing is definitely directed at Tanaka versus, like, Junko, who's mostly been just an observer.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. What is she, with a dirty 20, which is, like, a really good roll, what is she reading out of Connie?
I think the most pertinent thing would be, how very obviously she avoided Tanaka, questioning how she was feeling about all the information. She was very obviously avoiding talking about that. And maybe also her questions seem to be kind of leading in the same direction. I don't know if that's actually been coming across.
The ley lines.
But Connie is trying to get at certain information.
She's trying to figure out if there's some way that, like, there's someone she could, like, she's trying to find the manager. She's trying to talk to a manager.
BRB, sorry, I will hopefully be quick.
I'm just trying to put in her 2 weeks notice.
Like,
Connie,
if you want to know what Connie's thinking, you're gonna have to roll your own insight check, bub.
Well, I have to be there.
Well, yeah, that's true. No, don't worry. You're Tsuyoshi, you're doing some really important stuff right now. Like, you guys have,
Connie
like...
is mostly having a crisis.
Yeah.
Same girl.
Yeah. It's like the guys are out here getting shit done. Like, the Tsuyoshi, the Blowjob brothers are out here getting shit done. Yumu, Junko, and Connie are like, we're having, like, a little bit of different flavors of breakdown.
Yep. What do you mean all religions are right?
What do you mean? Yeah, they're just all right. All of them.
Wait, so she's in like several years she's gonna be like, okay, what about the flying spaghetti monster? Is he real?
It's really awkward.
He was as soon as people started believing in him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, like the fact that, like, he exists in people's brains means that to some degree he is real.
We're working on what is it? Persona 2 rules?
Kind of. Essentially, it's belief. Technically, this is SMT rules, honestly. But, like, essentially, like, belief shapes, provides form and shape for the beings that are formed out of, like, this pool of human belief. Like, if humans didn't think, like, if humans, like, were all, like, clinically brain dead and, like, had no ideas, there would just be an inert mass of spiritual power that's just sitting there. But because humans are thinking and believing, and they have certain, like, things that they think about or believe in, or like speculate about, that influences that fucking that massive spiritual energy that they generate, and it creates beings and gives it form and function.
That means that aliens do exist, right? Because people believe in them.
Well, aliens could exist even beyond, like, this rule. Like just because, like, this is, like, the spiritual noosphere, like, the spiritual atmosphere of Earth, that doesn't necessarily mean that, like, that aliens...
It's like dawn to dawn.
Yeah, like, you could still have aliens. Hey, listen,
So,
this is a... This is a...
You're right.
It could be! You don't know! But yeah, Barry, it's almost like when I was just giving a synopsis of this campaign for everyone. I was like, yeah, it's a little bit of SMT, it's a little bit of Dawn to Dawn, it's a little bit of it's a lot of like fucking like the moon, like a moonlit world scenario. It's like a little bit of World of Darkness. Like there's stuff. There are influences. Don't worry about it.
If Connie was not having so much of a personal crisis right now, she would definitely be really aggressively pursuing the line that human belief creates the gods, and then the gods can bestow certain people with powers. So basically, you're just via a middleman empowering yourself.
I mean, yeah.
She would take a lot of issue with that.
Well, I mean, yeah, kind of. The gods are still like independent actors. They're influenced by human belief, of course, but they are beings with free will and personality. They do influence the world like you are born into this world and therefore you influence this world. Like in much the same way that a god would be born into this world and therefore influences the world. Like your origin is something that does partially define you, but it is also like what you do with this information and like the circumstances that you are dealt in life, right?
There's also a sort of a chicken and an egg aspect of it. It's just like, if all of creation is under this rule, then what was the first being to imagine other creatures?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Like once human.
There's no guarantee that humans created gods, and like the gods could have come first, and then
also doesn't that make humans the real god?
It seems like it.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
It seems that there's just it's a label. It's a label more than anything else.
It's a very cylindric, cyclical sort of like concept. It's the idea that human belief influences the gods, which influences humans, which influences like human belief, etc., so on and so forth. When humans began to have complex thoughts, when they began to develop past like an animalistic intelligence into something that contains more complex ideas and thoughts, when they began to abstract and be able to assign like certain characteristics to things, or like to be able to like characterize or anthropomorphize certain concepts around them, that's when like that well of spiritual power began to become influenced by stuff.
Can I just say congratulations to Detdet because he got his cool lore episode?
I did get my cool lore episode. This rocks. I was so happy.
I know, like, being a DM, this is what you dream of.
I love
asking these questions.
I love it when, like, I get to sit down in front of a character and be like, they're like, please tell me about the world. And I'm like, I'd be happy to tell you everything that I've been thinking of and that I put down in my notes and that I've been like, ooh, this is fun world building.
Then you find out and you look at the character, and that character is like viscerally upset about every answer that they've gotten.
Yeah, no, that's part of it. That's good. That means that they're responding emotionally to the information.
Correct. Good job, Connie.
Connie did it. Connie really did it.
Connie's. There's also like a culturally Christian, just like tantrum brewing in the back of her mind that she just can't deal with right now because there's too much personal immediate shit.
Completely fair.
But yeah, so
is Connie a Christian, or is she like kind of outside of that?
I think she was like raised Christian was like the thing, and then like she's like she's not religious, but she was raised Christian.
Oh,
thanks, Barry, for answering.
Well,
thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't believe Detdet answers for women like this.
I'm sorry. It's okay. Please continue.
Yeah. If she was asked, she would like say like, yeah, I guess I'm Christian. But does she really actively think about it day to day? No.
I'll just be over here in the corner. It's fine. I'm sorry.
I think it'd be actually worse if you if she did, if she was like, yeah, I was raised Christian, but like not anymore. And then she found out it's real, and she's like,
Sorry,
What?
God's real and so is hell. Like Judeo-Christian hell.
Trust me, I considered having Connie go, hell is real?
Well,
to be
yes,
fair,
actually,
like,
technically the layout of
Christian
Judeo.
hell?
Well, yeah, the Christian hell has actually like decently changed since the release of Dante's The Inferno. Before it was
Dante's
mostly just
Inferno.
Dante's Inferno. Yeah, so the release of Dante's Inferno actually collectively manipulated the collective like it influenced the psyche of the Christian the Christian belief sphere so much that instead of just being sort of an unorganized like fiery hell where like sinners were punished with eternal damnation, it had like became like very structured and had like different different like sins being assorted to different layers. It's very funny. Political fan fiction can go do some crazy things in this world. It turns out.
Political?
Yeah. Yeah. So Dante's Inferno was actually
Yeah,
like political
Dante's
fan
Inferno is-
fiction. Political
Oh,
fan
gotcha.
fiction.
He was like, I hate this guy, so he's going here, and I hate this guy, so he's going here.
Like yeah, he was
all of,
talking
like,
about
the contemporary politicians of the time were in different parts of hell.
Yeah, so this is the equivalent. This would be the equivalent of like me writing a story about like me going to hell, and I'm like, wow, Donald Trump's burning in hell, burning in the fat and orange part of hell, where you go when you're fat and orange, and also like a
Hey,
fascist.
being fat is not a
That's-
sin.
You're right.
Don't be fat phobic, Det.
You're right.
Yeah, I was
you're right.
gonna say Donald
Go
Trump
back
is
in the
burning
corner.
in every level of hell
All
somehow.
right, I'm going back to the corner. Sorry, guys. Bye.
Go back to the corner.
Bye. Goodbye. See ya.
Yeah,
Oh,
think
my
I'll
back hurts
actually
too
get
much
to
to be doing
roleplay
this.
this out.
Oh, ow.
Man,
ow,
I really wish
ow.
I really wish Tsuyoshi was here for all
Is
this
that- are you
exposition.
okay?
Yeah. No, sorry. No.
That's
Like.
stuck.
Okay. So, ow.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Like I mentioned before, my back is like really sore, and then I decided to I'm gonna just like slide down my chair, and like I ended up in a
No.
position where I'm like,
You're over the age of 30. You can't be doing that.
no, I was young and I could do it. It was good. It was a good thing
It's
to do.
an excellent visual bit.
Then
and-
consider though, what if you like lowered your chair all the way down?
What if I told you that this is? Is this as low as it goes? Give me 1 second here.
I believe that. You're tall
Nope.
like me, so
This is as low as it goes.
Genuine,
This is as low as my chair
actual
goes.
genuine thing, though.
Yeah.
oh, you got. I did see you
don't
go
know
down
if
a
I'll
little bit.
get to roleplay this out, but Connie will definitely have a freak out later much later, where she realizes, okay, so like the Christian God is real
Yep.
and influenced by what people believe him to be.
Oh yeah.
So like, is homosexuality actually a sin?
No.
And that's gonna freak her the fuck out, and she's not gonna really know why.
She's gonna be like, wow, those poor gays. Why am I so viscerally terrified right now? Like, why am I personally so scared?
Uh-oh.
Whoopsie,
I'm undid.
whoopsie. Well, yeah, and then that's
The
part
problem
of it.
for
Like,
future, Connie.
yeah. Yes, I mean, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it means that, like, if the popular understanding of certain things is that also means that stuff like the prosperity gospel, like there is a very concerted effort from some divine beings to, like, kind of keep their PR squeaky clean so they don't end up getting fucked up by, like, beliefs. So, like, a lot of Judeo-Christian stuff is like them actively fighting against like stuff like the prosperity gospel and like evangelical Christian like whatever, because it's like actively like eating away at them.
Imagining like God sending down Jesus and being like, this will be like a total system reset, and then Paul comes in and is like, hey, by the way, if you're gay, you're going to hell, and he's like, dang it.
Fuck,
That was
man,
not
come
Paul.
on.
God damn it.
Was it
That was not
Paul?
Paul. That was Leviticus.
Yeah, Leviticus is
Well, first of all, Paul
is
also.
Leviticus is a real fucking bastard. I tell you what a fucking
Yeah,
what a fucking
but Jesus
guy.
erased the Old Testament. That's the whole point.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know that because no one
Yeah,
feeds their
so,
pipe.
so actually, like, in this universe, Jesus was an actual, like, effort from the Judeo-Christian god Yahweh to, like, kind of hit the reset button on his shit. And it sort of worked, kind of, but then things got weird. Things got, like, weirder.
I'm too Jewish for this conversation.
What are you talking about? You're not actually Jewish. We've had a lot of conversations about this somehow.
Are you sure?
I don't know how. If you come here and tell me, Barry, if you tell me after this long that we've known each other, after we've had a conversation where I've like, yeah, I don't know, I just thought you were Jewish for some reason, only to be like, yeah, I was actually Jewish the whole time, I'm gonna lose my shit.
How can you police her on whether she's Jewish or not, Detdet?
I thought
I'm gonna convert to Judaism just to make Dettet's life worse.
Now that'll send you straight to hell. Like,
No,
I think converting as a bit feels like I mean, I don't know, that feels
Judaism,
bad.
There is no hell, so.
Yeah, I was thinking
also,
that.
I think if any religion was going to be like, yeah, that's actually pretty funny, Judaism
They don't
is
really.
up there.
They don't really recruit. I don't think.
Yeah.
Anyways, we were playing Dungeons and Dragons at some point. I don't know when we stopped.
Here?
I don't know. I think she would say something.
Dizzy, are you doing okay? Is everything going good?
You feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm mostly the same as I have been.
Okay, gotcha.
Dizzy?
Well,
yes.
How you doing here? I mean, I haven't heard from you either.
Yeah, here, Liger, what's going on? Are you doing all right? Are you doing okay?
Let's just do a check around of everyone at the table. How are you doing?
Yeah, how we doing, everybody? Is everything going all right? How's everyone's day going?
How did that make you feel?
Hello, Detted's therapist.
All right. Shit. Oh God, it is already 10:30. What the hell? Do we want to take a break, or do we want to just power through a little bit more and call the session here in a little bit? Fuck.
Power through a little more and then call the session.
I want to get to the beginning of a heist.
Okay, so
in like 2 days, Connie is gonna text Akko and be like, "Wait, so
it really is like
do
Pocahontas?
people go to hell for real?"
Yeah, I mean, people go to all sorts of different afterlives. It's mostly like based on what you believe in life, but
like just for being gay people go to hell.
Oh, gay people. I mean, most religions not inherently. I know a lot of there's a lot of back and forth in the the Judeo-Christian sphere about what that means, and a lot of I know my dad a lot of people who are more in the know about these sort of things that my dad talks to people. He's the head of a major shrine. So he participates a lot in interfaith dialogue with a bunch of other people. A lot of other people says that God is pretty annoyed about that sort of thing because it makes it so that it's more likely to happen. But sometimes sometimes the beliefs thing means that some things go bad. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, In some cases, not literally not rainbows. That was weird. That was a dark joke. That was a little fucked up. I like to apologize for that. She sends that 5 seconds later.
Connie doesn't reply. Anyways, back to the present moment.
Oh, think you see this? There's this rainbow colored light ball that lights up in Akko's head, just oh, okay, gotcha. Anyways, is there anything else that you wanted to talk with ask Tanaka? I know we really got off on the fucking tangent, and that's basically most of what I wanted to say anyways with this sort of thing. Is there any other specific questions that you had for Tanaka?
How many Japanese gods are there?
Oh, millions.
Junko laughs.
The traditional name for Japan is the Land of Myriad Gods. Or that's one of the titles that Japan used to go by. Technically, all of the kami are kind of everything is a god in Japan.
How many should I be worried about?
Okay, so that's a different question entirely. I don't think the god of a rock is going to be that big a problem for the most part. Um, the major players are Amaterasu, like Izanagi and Izanami. Those are the two gods that are sort of credited as the father and mother of Japan, respectively.
Okay.
Izanagi had 3 different children. When he purged himself when his wife went to hell, and he tried to get her back, but then saw that she got corrupted by hell, so he locked her away. She kills about 1,000 Japanese people every day, and he gives birth to about 1,500. To help balance those scales out.
He gives.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that.
One plague is real?
I'm so glad.
I love Connie.
I'm so glad I'm running with you guys. This I'm so glad that you're able to like pick up on that, like fucking take that shit and run with it. God damn it.
Tanaka's gonna have to look that up later.
Of course, Connie knows about fanfic.
I'm choosing not to look that up. I hear those words in that combination, and I don't actually want to know. I've learned that sometimes
when
it's better...
Omegaverse is invented, you better believe Connie's going to be right there.
Oh yeah. Jesus Christ. Anyways.
To do the worst
So,
of my life.
anyways, so Izanagi had essentially 3 children. There's Amaterasu, who's currently the queen of the gods. She's the priestess of the sun. She's the god that Akko has been chosen by. There is
Kin Junko go Wuya Amaterasu.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing stopping you. You are in control of your own actions.
You have free
Do
will.
it.
Mm-hmm.
You are in control of Junko's actions.
Wuya, we love her.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yes, this is actually a shrine of Amaterasu. Like the shrine
Connie goes,
here
"Woo!"
is primarily dedicated to Amaterasu. She's also considered to be the mother of the Japanese royal family. The emperor's line is directly descended from Amaterasu.
Wait, so is she, for real?
Yeah, they're all demigods. I mean, it's to a certain degree. I mean, like the bloodline is thinned out considerably over the last several hundred years. But yeah, the Emperor of Japan is technically a demigod.
Uncle, so you work for their like great grandma?
A couple more grades, but yeah, basically.
Yeah.
They should pay you more.
We have been he looks at Akka like, wait, oh no, we haven't been paying her. Oh no. I knew I was forgetting something. Oh no. I'm learning that we have more organizational holes than I would have thought before.
Connie's here
Junko,
to expose your organizational problems.
Junko, don't worry. We'll go ahead and we'll figure out some sort of compensation plan, I suppose. You have been doing a lot for the shrine, and you are a chosen of the god that the shrine is dedicated to. I'm sure that we have some sort of discretionary fund that that we could give you access to. We'll work that out later. We're currently in the middle of something, but we will get back. I will definitely get back to you on that.
Junko begins saying don't worry about it, but thinks better of herself and just bows and says thank you.
She's like, wait, that's money though. I need money. I need money to live.
The divine right of kings is like real?
Well, insofar as mythology, it's very interesting that you say that, because it's one of those things where the longer it goes on, the more real it becomes. The mythology of certain actual rulers tends to bleed into the myth of them. So Alexander the Great, for instance, or legendary figures who have entered into the human consciousness, I suppose. do lend some sort of they sort of become retroactively divine as a result of that. So certain artifacts, say like a sword that Alexander owned, or like his horse's horseshoes, will retroactively become divine because of their connection to the human consciousness. That's not to say that, like, they weren't men and they didn't live and die and, like, in a very real way. But yeah, if you went and found Oda Nobunaga and Masakoto, those are people who lived and died, and their essences have become divine over time. In fact, there is a shrine to Masakoto, who is now the patron, essentially, as to put it in a sort of Christian framework that you would understand. He is essentially the patron saint and the guardian deity of Tokyo, Masakoto. He was a real man who lived and died.
Of Tokyo?
Of Tokyo. Well, of Edo back in the day, but back during the Warring States period.
Where can I talk to him?
Well, that's difficult. I mean, I can put you into contact with his shrine. Gods are fickle. And they don't always... It's not as if I can call Amaterasu up on the phone, you understand. There is still a layer of separation. I can beseech her, I can offer her supplication, and I can attempt to commune with her. And most priests have their gods feel more obligated to answer them, but at the end of the day, it's the gods have caller ID and they can choose not to answer. And they very often do choose not to answer. But yes, I can put you into contact with his priesthood. And, okay, so once again, I must reiterate that the Guardian of Edo and the Guardian Deity of Edo are technically two separate things. The Guardian of Edo system was put into place by human mages. Whereas the Guardian of Edo, like the Guardian Deity of Edo, is something that is technically separate.
Yes, I understand.
I mean, I can still absolutely get you into contact with his shrine. I know the priest over there. I'm good friends with several of them, and we can get you accommodated. They have worked very closely with Guardians of Edo in the past, and they have been made aware of your arrival in the city and your assuming of the mantle. And I'm honestly rather shocked that they haven't contacted you themselves at this point. Normally they do their best to reach out, but I understand that things have been a little odd with the system ever since Shohei, well, and he kind of pauses. Shohei wouldn't have happened to contact you, has he?
No.
And he kind of his face kind of falls a little bit at that. I understand. Once again, if he does happen to reach out to you, please let me know. I would consider it. Yes, thank you. I would consider it a great favor. But yes, so
and she's lying, by the way.
That's fucked up, man. That's his bestie. That's his
boyfriend.
That's his bestie. He failed. They were roommates. I think they were literally roommates at one point.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
I think it's let me check my notes really quick, but I'm pretty sure that I think they were actually roommates in college.
So, do you want him to roll insight on Connie?
Give me 1 second. You know what? Go ahead and roll me a deception check.
I have a clarifying question.
Yes.
When you talk about mages, are you talking about Onmyoji?
I clarified that like Omnioji would be classified under this. There are some people. There's like an ongoing religious debate about whether or not some of the Ainu shamans would have like qualified as like sort of mages or like priests.
I see.
Well, that did say this takes place in the same universe as Mage the Ascension, so.
I didn't say that explicitly. I just talked about like how there's like a little bit of like there's some World of Darkness in there. There's some SMT in there. There's some Dandadan in there.
So Yoshi has been learning some Onmyodo.
Yeah, exactly. You've been learning some Onmyodo. That's like they still like had like text relating to Onmyodo in like the shrine, and like there are like some of the priests do practice on Myoto in addition to whatever powers like if you're not chosen by a god, then on Myoto tends to be a lot of the ways that you shape the spiritual world around you, and a lot of the ways that you interact with that spiritual world around you. Not every exorcism that you're gonna run across is by somebody who is chosen by the gods, and that's what a cleric represents in this case.
Okay, I just wanted to know. Sorry for interrupting.
No, please. I'm glad you asked.
I rolled a 19 deception.
Okay, let me go ahead and roll the opposed check on that.
Please continue to roll shit.
He definitely rolled that. He definitely rolled a 4. So no, you're good.
Average, below average. But
well,
still.
yeah,
Below
but
average.
the bonus brings it up to a pretty mediocre state. He's level 9.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, he's like I said, he's a power player.
What was he, level like 16 in his prime?
He was like in his prime. I think he was probably close to like level 12. That was back when he was really in the shit. Like he was out there. He was doing it. He's more or less like not quite retired, but
No, he's a dad.
He's like mid-50s. It's not that bad.
Yeah, well, he's taking it easy. It's been a long period of relative peace for the most part. Like there's obviously like some of the ongoing gang war stuff, but a lot of the major stuff has happened like 10, 15 years ago.
He just got really depressed after his boyfriend's wife died and became racist.
Yeah, exactly. Well, listen. I'm gonna be completely honest. Not a lot of people who are in the know are super down with like the children of Orochi. They tend to be pretty bad hombres.
Oh wow! Oh no!
Are you saying we got the one good one?
I'm not saying shit. I'm not,
my boy.
I'm not continuing with this line of questioning whatsoever.
Fucking bad hombres, he says.
Wow.
Anyways,
well, listen.
How do you feel about them talking about your people that way, Dizzy?
That's our word. Sneeple is our word. How dare you? Anyways, do you have any other questions?
Acknowledges that a lot of them are evil.
That's that internalized snake phobia.
God, I thought of a different R word.
No.
Capital M mother.
Listen, the sample size we have is 50%.
Incredible. Anyways, so do you have any other questions for Tanaka before we kind of like move the scene along to like you guys all meeting back up?
I think Connie's good.
Okay. Then if that's the case, he's probably going to talk for a little while longer about like, various things. Like a lot of it's more like, technical stuff. Like it gets to the point where your head even like Junko's head starts swimming after a certain point. And eventually you guys like kind of excuse yourself and you guys make your way out. Cutting back to
Connie just starts
Ayumu.
getting space facts out of stress.
Cutting back to Ayumu. He said as you guys are still driving around Tokyo, Motoshige starts running you through some stuff. He hands you a phone. it's nicer than yours. It's certainly nicer than the one that you use with Z. He saes, "This is your phone. This is your contact with me. This is the number that you."
My God, is that the new Samsung Razr?
It has your contacts with the organization. You get something on this phone, you assume it's from us. If you don't recognize, if the number comes up and it does not have a contact that's saved in there already, do not trust it. Do not answer. If somebody finds this phone on you, say that you have no idea how it got there. You don't know anything about it. And that you found it when you were pickpocketing somebody running through Shibuya Crossing. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a wider introduction to the organization and to the office later. We work over at the main office where you met the boss. But for the moment, you're working directly under me. We'll introduce you to the others later. As for right now, keep your nose clean. I'm going to see what I can't dig up on your current situation. And we'll be in contact. Expect to hear from us in the next day or so.
Am I going to be able to continue to work at Earth Angel? I don't want to leave the mama without some security.
It's always nice to keep somebody a little bit closer there, and the fact that you can keep an eye on the situation on the ground isn't unfortunate. Besides, it's very easy. So part of running a criminal organization is laundering the money. You working at a place where you could potentially be getting tips helps with that. So we'll go ahead and leave you there for the moment. I can't promise you that's not going to change as your position in the organization changes. But for right now, consider yourself to still be working your regular hours there.
And throughout all this, Ayumu is being, like, surprisingly compared to his last encounter with Mutoshige, he's being very tight-lipped and just nodding and going along with all this. Especially after what happened earlier, he does not want to stir him up any.
It is really funny, like from Motoshige's perspective, it's like your blood brother's like fucking kid comes back around like after you've been watching over them and making sure they're not getting into like obviously they're getting into trouble, like they're running drugs, they're doing all this shit, but you're trying to make sure that they don't experience like the worst of what could be coming their way. And then all of a sudden, like every single time you talk to this kid or this kid wants to talk to you, you're like, this is like one of the worst conversations that I've had in years. Why is there so much shit? Why is there always so much bullshit?
Sorry, I had to die. It wasn't my intention.
Well, that's fine.
That's fine.
Well, that's fine. I decided to follow my dad's legacy too closely.
Maybe a little too closely. He's going to kind of look you in the eye. Speaking of things that you can keep doing, listen, we in our organization pride ourselves on initiative and making sure that our people can do what they follow their own instincts and follow their own impulses to a certain extent. I'm not going to tell you to stop running around with that little crew you've got working on there. But at the end of the day, you made this decision. You decided to join up with us. If it comes down to it, you know who you work for.
Aimu definitely seems conflicted about that. But in the end, he is going to nod his head.
All right. Well, you keep running around with those friends. And if something comes up where you guys end up running into our business a little bit, maybe try to dissuade him away from it. Or, at the very least, keep me in the loop about it. I'm not saying that To a certain degree, having somebody on the inside on something like this is better than burning bridges. You understand?
I'm nodding.
All right. Well,
We can't see you.
Sorry. Yeah, that's my bad. Wait, no, that's a Yumu who is nodding. Never mind. Whatever. I just smacked my fingers really fucking hard against my desk when I put it down like that. God damn it, that hurt. Ow.
Dettet's losing so much tonight.
You know what? It's not a great night for Dead. With that, he's going to go ahead and let you out of your the car's going to come. He's going to press a button on the side of the car, along the dash, and then this car is going to kind of slow to a halt. He's going to the door is going to open on its own, and you're going to find that you're right back outside of your apartment.
Oh dang! Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a pleasure working with you, Ayuma.
Likewise, sir. And I'm going to get out and I'm going to bow until they leave, like the same way that visiting businesses will do.
Oh, you can just go ahead and say that you're just doing the Yakuza bow, which is the sort of you spread your legs a little bit and you go
Oh, he's demonstrating.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
So you go like that, you're going full I didn't go the full way because my back is a little fucked up, and I'm I don't know. I'm not gonna fucking.
I don't either.
I'm not gonna fucking hurt myself doing it, but that, you're doing the full Yakuza pose, the full Yakuza bow. Yep.
I'll say I'll do that.
Yeah, sure. Whatever that was, whatever you just said. Yeah, I'll do that.
Whatever you just said.
Yeah. And with that, I think
that Ayumu is gonna lose a pinky.
As soon as if Ayuma ever checks his phone, he'll see a message from Tsuyoshi explaining what he found, and you probably shouldn't let Hinata out of the apartment tonight.
Hinata is already out of the apartment tonight.
Wait, what time is it?
It's still in the middle of the day. He's at work though.
Yeah. What time does he get off? Surely I know his schedule.
Hey, listen, you're not around all that often.
That's true.
Hey. Anyways, he gets off. He gets off pretty. It's a full shift today. He's working until close, which is around 1 a.m., 1 or 2 a.m.
I'm going to text back explaining that he's at work and how serious is this? Do I need to pull him out of work?
I'm about to say Tsuyoshi said that he texted basically everything, right? The fact that it's a sole contract or whatever.
Yeah. A really abbreviated version of it, because all the typing I have to do is with the keypad in the
exactly
with the 9-digit keypad. It would have
taken
me an hour to write up.
There's a lot of text talks and maybe an emoji or two, or an emoticon.
There's a soul contract. Frowny face, frowny face, frowny face.
I leave out all the adverbs.
Internet bad. Soul contracted. Suicides maybe.
Oh damn.
Question mark.
Okay, I'm gonna head over to the bar because I don't like that.
All right.
What if she texts like Risa from Persona 4?
I don't know how I'm gonna spend this. That hey, yeah, I'm here at 12 in the afternoon to pick you up for your shift that ends in 13 hours.
I mean, like I said, he already left for his shift. He's doing some prep work at the bar.
I know, but that's still a long time to be yeah, I'm just waiting to walk you home, bud.
I left in the morning.
Yeah, it was you guys. It's noon now. I think that's fair.
Well, Ayumu did cry last night, so I think you could swing it.
I don't think that.
I was about to say. Do we want to go ahead and save that for next time?
Yeah.
And then we do that, and then we get everyone together and kind of go over everything and whatnot.
And then we do a heist.
Yes.
All right. Anyways, thank you very much for coming out, guys. This was another session Tokyo 1999. That's where we're going to be calling it for the night. If we want to go ahead and go through the cast one more time. Barry, starting with you. Who are you? Where can we find you? And what do you got going on?
Hi, I'm Barry. I was playing Connie Young, the idiot barbarian magical girl who doesn't know anything.
No, she's really smart. This is just a really outside context problem.
You can find me at Yumberry if I ever stream again, as in if my wrists ever stop hurting. And maybe one fucking day I'll have a cat. God damn it.
It's really unfortunate that this keeps happening.
My mom just came in and gave me an update. And
That's
very funny for anyone not in the know.
This is. I'm assuming things are still being difficult on that end.
There's a fucking curse upon me. I swear to fucking God.
Gotcha. Anyways,
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Someone who's definitely
like 3 of us are cursed.
I was about to say someone who's definitely not cursed. Liger.
Hello, it's me, Limitless Liger. I was playing Tsuyoshi Saito, Sovereign of the Night Realm. You can find me at Limitless Liger, where I usually maintain control over myself and play video games. Or elsewhere on Ricochet Ray's channel sometimes, where I don't control myself and I play a different character.
One who speaks to horses.
I love horses.
I'm so glad you don't have access to speak with animals here. I know I could just bullshit some stuff, but I need you to know that I'm very grateful.
Dettet, I want you to wake up every day and thank any kind of god that you pray to that Liger does not have speak with animals in your campaign.
Yeah.
Liger, listen, it's an eldritch invocation.
Ah, shit.
What is that, Dizzy?
Is it adult horses only?
No, God, son of a bitch! Oh, I'd forgotten. Oh, I thought it was safe.
I don't understand this question.
Okay, so there was, I did
show you that clip. It's okay.
So at some point in my streaming career, I decided it was a smart idea to do a Pokemon Smasher Pass, and things got. I decided a lot of people were cowards, so I was gonna swing for the fences a little bit. And I might have swung a little too hard some places. Anyways, moving on.
The looks Andy gave him during that were fucking amazing.
It was so fucking
funny.
Was
very good.
Anyways, hear me.
Ravioli, give me the formuoli.
Incredible. That's you got all this chance for a shout out, and this is what you want to do with it. Fucked up.
Well, they know who the fuck I am, and if they don't, they're better off for it.
Damn, that's fucked up. Dizzy.
Penis.
Why do I even fucking bother? What am I even here?
We stopped talking about piss too, and I was going to try to bring that up randomly, and I forgot all about it.
Oh yeah, we were having a lot of piss talks.
Son of a bitch! Oh, Ray, please, Ray, please.
I am Ricochet _Ray. I am an Eldritch Monstrosity VTuber. You can find me at Ricochet _Ray because that's my name. You can find me tomorrow. I'm going to be playing some The Curse of Strahd with Liger and Detdet and none of these other dorks.
Damn.
Woo Ray stream.
Hell yeah.
And they've recently
you were offered to spawn that campaign.
No,
fuck
you were very.
She left me out on purpose.
Left her in the cold.
They recently decided to poke the bear and upset the big bad, so that's gonna be fun for me.
I'm sure.
The bear swiped at us.
The bear swiped at us, and we shot the bear, and the bear died, and then the bigger bear right behind us that was like, these guys are kind of silly, got like, wait a second. Like, I don't know, this sucks, dude. There really is no winning in Barovia. It's awful.
There really is not.
Anyways, thank you guys very much for coming out. We'll go ahead and see you later. Give me 1 second here to check.
Very much?
Very much. And it looks like Sane is streaming, so we're gonna go ahead and raid Sane. Give me 1 second here. Raid /raid _Sane. _.
The raid call out will be just say piss chat.
No, we can't do piss chat again. We can't do that again.
Okay, so I posted it in chat.
Fuck. All right, see you guys. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
It's a 14 reference. She'll know what it is.